Hey, Mr. Rucker, what's up?
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Hold on 1 minute, okay? All right.
All right.
We are live, honey. We are live.
Hi, how are
What's
you doing?
up? What's up, Mr. Rucker?
It's been an okay day except for my Lions losing, but can't complain too much.
Football Sunday. I forgot. No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't forget.
yeah. Chicago will be playing actually in a few minutes, so
We're going to give the people some time. Hey, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. I love it. I'll show you guys what the topic is about today. Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
yes, ma'am.
What do men really want? Seriously. What do they want? We just want to know, y'all. We just want to know. Everybody log on. Hello, April. Hi, Sherelle. Hey, everybody. I'm excited. I'm excited. Waiting on the slow folks, child. You know, it's some slow folks. We
April.
are live. What you say, huh?
Oh, April's in the house. I see.
How are you doing, Mr. Rucker?
I'm doing good. I mean, besides, I know what I want, but we get to that point down the road, prenup. That's who I am. If we get to that point.
That's if.
Yeah, it's a big if.
I can't wait till we get into it today. I have to hear this from you because
Yeah, I have step by step. Step by
Okay.
step. I got some notes.
Okay.
It's serious.
You got some. Okay. I need to see them notes. I got to hear this.
Yeah. Got these notes. And she might be hearing it in the background, but oh well.
You got some notes for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome. Subscribe, like my video. We about to get into it. I have the men. They are ready to tell us what they want.
Chat's kind of going crazy already. Hi, Sherelle.
They are ready to tell us everything. And I am ready to hear it. I am ready to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
You are. All right, let's see. All righty. I'm sorry. This is my first. Well, no, this is my second live, but
Second.
this is my first episode, I will say. This is my first episode where I'm going to really show you guys what Wana Chica is all about. What Gems and Jewels is all about. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it. And so I really I am so happy. I'm so grateful for everybody that supports me. Sunday was a risky day, but we're going to do Sunday and we're going to believe in our process, and I'm going to manifest it. But yeah, I am just excited to share everything with you guys. Let's see. I'm trying to.
Oh, what up, King? I see him in the chat.
King is here. We are ready. Give me a minute. Give me 1 minute. Hey, everybody. As you log in, subscribe, like, read it. I can't wait to get into this conversation with y'all. Hey, King, always.
Like he sticks to his morals no matter what. I mean, no matter what.
He's a real one. He's a real
one.
Like, it ain't can't nobody tell me otherwise. King,
right.
King is the real deal. Like, I've experienced it for myself. I see with my own eyes.
Yeah.
People want to tell you, oh no, well, beware of this, that. No, I see what I see. He's the real one. I don't know what they see, but I see. And I'm not a naive I'm not one of them naive child. I'm really realistic.
Yes.
So, he's a real one. Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. Give me 1 second.
While we're waiting here, also subscribe to LamarRacing.com. There you'll find my channel, Mr. Rucker, and Lamar Racing. Lamar Racing is me and my dad's YouTube channel.
The prenup king. Mr. Yeah. Rucker is the prenup king. Hi, Hanifa. And so I want y'all to subscribe. Tell them again what your YouTube is.
Yeah, I got 2 channels. One is Mr. Rucker. That's where all the prenup knowledge is, and that's why I react to things like prenups, the why she doesn't like prenups. Maybe you should bring in prenups, all the good and bad things about prenups. My second channel is Lamar Racing. That has to do with nothing but cars. Me and my dad manage that. So you'll see me modify cars, race cars, and maybe even wreck one. Hopefully I don't, but we'll see what happens. All right, we got some people in the chats.
Thank you. I'm about to explain the rules to you. Of course, it's folks always late, they asking me questions. Mm-hmm. I'm doing it all by myself, y'all. I ain't got no production, no team. Okay, so
yeah, I'm just glad to be on the first.
I'm getting to it. Mr. Rucker is gonna help me out. So Mr. Rucker has had my back since Lapeef, and not had my back and he agrees with everything I say. He just always have supported me because he definitely tells me when he don't agree with something, and we definitely have it out. We hash it out, and I appreciate him. I respect him so much, and so I really wanted him to be a part of this conversation because this is important, ladies. Because you know what happens, the men and Mr. Rucker. I'm gonna just take you off for a little bit and bring you back on, okay?
Okay.
All right. Honeys, the men, they confuse us a lot. So we try to figure it out. Like, what do y'all want? Is it realistic? Like, can we even give y'all what y'all want? Wait a minute. Here's the number one question. Do y'all know what y'all want? Because I want to hear what these men got to say today. And they need to convince us, or they need to let us know exactly what they want. And we need to decide or decipher whether it's something we can even give them or accomplish. So let me say a few things before I get started. One, first and foremost, I have to thank my husband because he pushes me to do this. He believes in me. He loves me. He supports me, even though he's been through hell in these YouTube streets. Okay. He has supported me. He loves me. He wants me to do this. He understands my vision, understands my goal. So I'm always, first and foremost, going to thank him because he is my biggest supporter. He loves me so much. And I love him, so thank you, baby. Secondly, I have to acknowledge my CYP family because my controversially correct family, as soon as I put the link out, shared my video, liked my video, like they support me no matter freaking what. And I will always have their backs. I love them. I love them. I love them. Mr. Playboy will be on. He's going to get on as soon as he arrives. So we'll see Mr. Evolutionary Playboy and we will get his opinion as well. These are my people. I appreciate them so much. And last but definitely not least, y'all already know who I'm about to thank. King himself, King Conversations with King, and the Queens on Conversation with Queen, with King. We are a true family. Like, we support each other. We're in the chat making sure we don't step on each other's toes. We love each other. And King is the start of it. He is that community. I'm going to pass it down. I'm going to make sure everybody win. And he is like the one that pushed me to get this done. I mean, when I told you King pushed me, he was like, get this shit done. Like, today. You going to post the video. Like, you need to do it now. Because I've been doing one thing and then I don't do nothing else. And then I do another thing. But King was like, no, you got to get it done. And I appreciate that, because I'm telling you, I would just sit on it and just, oh no, I need this to be right. Oh, I want this to be right. You know how you just want it to be perfect, but you really can't ever get it perfect. So shout out to King. Shout out to Conversations with King. Please, please, please follow everybody that I just said. I want you to follow Mr. CYP, because I am on that show as well. And I definitely be clowning on here. And then I want you guys to also follow King, Conversations with King. If you haven't followed them, I know some of the people come from like my followers, so follow Conversations with King. I'm also on that show. And last but not least, subscribe to my dang on channel. If you on here, subscribe. If you can hear my voice, and I want y'all to like this video, like. I don't care if you don't like it anyway. I have a few things that I want to say. So I want you guys, I'm going to add, hold on, let me add my boy. Hey, JT.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. So I got some kings coming on the show today, y'all. So they're going to tell us exactly what they want. And I want to tell you guys the rules. I want to talk about it. So when you hear some gems, right? Because Tawana Show is Gems and Jewels, okay? I am Gems and Jewels. When you all hear these gems and them dropping the gems and jewels, I want to see the diamonds. I want to see the diamonds in the chat. So please, when you hear some jewels, when you hear some gems, and let me explain what that means. That means that you hear some points that are so valid, like you really support that and you really can back that up. I want to see those gems in the comments, because I want to give them their, like, kudos. You know, I want to be like, Mr. Rucker, you got some gems in that comment. I want the gems, okay? So do not forget to put those gems in there as soon as you hear them dropping them, because they're going to drop some gems tonight. Trust me. I know JT. Y'all don't know JT, but I know JT. I know Mr. Rucker. They got some things to tell you today. Also, I just want you to know that when at the end, after, you know, everybody said what they need to say, we're going to pick who has told us that, who's convinced us of what they want. And what they want is something that you think you can give them. So I want you to take note, ladies, of all the men, Mr. Rucker, JT. They talking about what they want. They're going to tell us this. They're going to have this conversation. And I want to hear who y'all think has convinced y'all, okay? For the men, I understand, y'all don't want to necessarily vote on that. However, y'all know if a man is telling the truth, okay? So if y'all hear some truths and y'all hear what y'all need to hear, y'all need to drop some diamonds. I want to see y'all support the men. When y'all hear him say something that y'all really, really agree with, and yes, this is something that we want, this is something that we need, I need y'all to drop those diamonds. And once y'all drop those diamonds, I also need y'all to tell me which man represented y'all. I want to hear this because this is important. I want to know how many men, like what side, like, is there different perspectives? Is there different views that we need to just be aware of, And as more people join the conversation later, trust me, people are going to be logging in. You know how Black folks are. We late. I don't like to say that. But we be late. They know it's at 6, but they gonna be on about 6:30. And hey everybody, hey, I see y'all. I see y'all in the comments. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Please, please, please let me know what you think. Drop those gems, drop those jewels. You guys are my gems and jewels. You guys are my voices, my inspiration. You all drop that knowledge. You guys are my best teachers. And so, because you guys are my gems and jewels, I want you all to tell me when you hear some gems and jewels on my show. That's going to determine what these men really want. Okay, y'all? I want to hear what these men want.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know if you really know what you want, Mr. Rucker.
Fine.
Do
Hey,
you?
I got a question.
JC.
Y'all use your cameras on your phone? What you use?
I use my computer, JT,
Okay.
but you
Yeah,
you
cause
good.
I can't get this camera thing going. I gotta use my iPad or something like that. But
I see you good. You don't.
Yeah,
I think
okay,
you're in
good.
good. I think it was just the way I had the videos, but I
okay.
see you pretty good. Yeah, you look good. You look good. Don't worry about it. So let's get into it, y'all. Let me ask y'all this before y'all get into what y'all really want and what
Mhm.
y'all expect. What type of women do you typically go after?
Ooh. Who wants to go first? JT?
Now you can go first, Mr.
Go ahead,
Ruckus.
Mr. Rucker.
All right. First and foremost, the women I like, this is going to be controversial, but I prefer minority women.
Mm.
Black, Latina, mix. Um, Not anti-white, but more like, but I just have a preference. So physically, that's my type. But the main thing I look for, besides some physical features, like, nice TNA, who doesn't like that? Low maintenance women. Women who do not come with a price tag as soon as you look at them. I know men typically look at that because it's eye candy. And yeah, I'm not going to front. I like that too, but I know it's not going to work. Me and low maintenance women are like this. I mean, we just go on hand in hand. I mean, that's why I'm frugal. I put all my money into some stocks, into some other stuff. I can't be spending thousands of dollars on purses I can't even pronounce. Not doing that. So I need her to be low maintenance. That's what I look for. Low maintenance.
Low maintenance. Okay. So
Wow.
tell me, is there a reason why is it just you typically date minority women, or is there a reason why you only
Mm-hmm.
date?
Well, here comes the controversy. Sorry. But ever since, they don't really age well past 35. Like, they get the neck thing, they get spotty.
Who?
Women that are white, they tend to not age well. Minority women, they just age well. They take care of themselves. But it's just I can't. I got to be able to look at you around 40 and 50. That's all. And what happened to Emmett Till? So
Hey, Mr.
sorry.
Ruckus. So we on the same page. When you say minority, I thought you was referring to what race you type race you referring to?
Black, Latina, um,
Okay, okay.
Asian, mostly
Okay.
Black, Latina.
Oh, so you do date black women?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Are you all shocked?
I thought you said you didn't date black women.
No, I
Yeah,
do.
that's what I
No,
thought too.
So
That's
you,
what when you say
I
about
was
the
like, wait,
age in the
what?
skin.
no,
Okay.
no.
Okay,
I know
so
these.
you date black women, but you prefer minority women. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, Black,
And
Latina.
that's the type you go after. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so JT, same question. What's your type? What's your typical type that you go after as far as women?
I don't have a type. I find women attractive in all different sizes, shapes, colors. But I did date a lot of different women, white, black, Latino, and stuff like that. I got a kid by a white and Spanish woman. Um,
Mm.
Kid by a mixed woman. So it's not no type. It's like like I said, I find attraction in all different color of women, of course. But I prefer to date in my race now more black because I had experience with white women, and I didn't have good experience, so I'm just gonna leave it there. You know, other races and stuff like that. But I right now my girl is she's black and stuff like that, so I prefer black women now because like I had to learn, had to go through the I guess how you say the color struck at one time. You know, try to date out your race, thought that was popping or something like that. So it's just experience. But now, me personally, I like women. He said low maintenance. I agree with him on the low maintenance. Like it's not all into the limelight social media world relationships and stuff like that because I feel like a lot of women now want to have a relationship like a social media relationship. They see somebody else's relationship, that's what they want. So I like more women that's keep it natural about themselves, not exotic because I had exotic, I had all that type too. I don't like women that wear a bunch of makeup, stuff like that. Kind of keep it more natural.
Mm.
So you do got some kind of expectations. You saying you don't have a race type.
I don't.
But
What I'm saying, I do find women.
Okay.
No, listen. What I'm saying is, I do find women attractive in different races, but I had different race type of women. So I mean, right now I'm with a black woman. So I've been around the corner a few times and stuff like that, experiencing it as well. So I prefer that now. You know what I'm saying? So I
Right.
still find other women attractive. But if I see a woman that's might be white, she's very attractive. I'm not gonna say nothing until I say it to myself. Keep it moving.
So let me say this. What is low maintenance to y'all? What does that mean? Like, I want a woman that's low maintenance. Tell me what y'all think.
I want a woman that's low maintenance. What I mean, she want nice stuff. Well, she can wear Gucci and all that, but it don't have to be about Gucci all the time. It don't have to be about the name brand and stuff like that. I kind of on. I like a more plain Jane type of woman, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't want no woman that wants some Gucci, Prada.
No, listen.
Louis,
All right,
what are you saying?
My girl she wear all that, but what I'm saying is like, how you gonna say it? She's gonna take care of the more important things than to be worrying about the Gucci and all that for size, whatever it is. But she's gonna take care of the more important things than I think worrying about the clothing line and stuff.
I see. What you mean by low maintenance, Mr. Rucker? Tell me, because I mean the ladies are listening.
Low maintenance.
They want to know what y'all mean. What you say?
She likes to shop at Big Lots, Marshall. Just low maintenance. Not trying to do anything as far as like, hey, let's blow $12,000 and within 2 months go to maxing out my credit cards. I ain't down with that. No. You just get a purse or some outfits, then you just want more and more and more. Just be very, very happy. With low maintenance things like at Walmart, maybe sometimes at Macy's here and there during the holidays, but nothing. Don't expect that type of stuff every weekend. Nah, no maintenance.
He like that's it. That's it. Go to Walmart.
And like to piggyback on what Mr. Rucker said, perfect example. $12,000. I'd rather not blow that on clothes and stuff like that. Put it in something that's gonna make more money and stuff like that.
Thank you.
That's
yeah. At least the down payment on the
absolutely, I
house.
agree with that.
This is hilarious. So for everybody who just joined, I want y'all to know that this is Gems and Jewels with Juana Chica. Okay. So what I want you to do when you hear something, like you hear somebody making a valid point, you drop them jewels. I want you to drop a diamond emoji in the chat so I'll know, hey, you know what? You hearing some things that you connect with. And at the end, y'all gonna tell me who really, really explained what type of woman they want, what type of woman they like, and what's gonna get y'all to the next level. So we're gonna talk about this. I got some more men joining the conversation, but drop those diamonds when y'all hear some stuff. And for the men, y'all drop diamonds when y'all hear them making a point that y'all agree with. So the ladies know that y'all supporting them. Y'all feel like, yeah, they on the right path. They telling y'all what y'all need to hear, okay? So don't forget to drop those diamonds. Thank you, guys. So, okay. So we hear what kind of woman y'all like. So is that the type of woman that y'all actually date? Or is this an idea, like a desire? Is this the one, like the women that y'all actually date, are they low maintenance? Do they fit the bill? So
definitely, mine does. Definitely. It's just a requirement. I got a tight budget. and I like to put my money into stocks and bonds. And just to give you a background, all this money talk, including prenups that I do, my
Somebody asked in the chat,
side is
what if we don't agree? They might like something different.
Tell them. Just
I'm gonna say this though, like,
don't drop no gems. Don't drop no diamonds. Just say what you like. Tell me what you would disagree with, because I'll post your comment.
this is a man comment, but my thing about this, honestly, like, it's what JT like, and it's probably what Mr. Ruck is like, So I don't really care if I get a gem or not. I probably didn't understand that, but like, it's different. Like, some men might like that exotic, might like something different, might like the women that want to be in the limelight all the time. I have family members like that, and I kind of steer to the other. I steer left,
You
when it come down to that.
you don't want your woman to pretty much like be on social media. You want her to be discreet.
No, basically like this. We have a little money, but what I'm saying is we don't have to broadcast it that we got money. I like to move silent a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the whole front street to know that you have to have money and stuff like that. Oh, my girl got money.
Okay, I see what you're saying. You do want her to be discreet. You don't want her to be an attention seeker.
No.
And is that the type of woman that you typically date? Like, you date women like that in real life, or have you found that you attract a different type of woman?
No, I dated both before, and I like a person that don't seeks attention, and I've been with a woman that seeks a lot of attention. It's funny. It's funny if you're doing something like I coach, right? I coach boxing and stuff like that. Uh, I've been told before I like attention. I don't naturally try to seek. That's just me. Like, if I'm coaching or doing that, like my daughter used to coach her with basketball, I'm not trying to seek attention. I'm just doing this stuff naturally. So if something happens, you hear me yelling or running across the court or something like that, I'm doing that naturally. I'm not trying to seek attention. Somebody might say, "Oh, look, he want all the attention. He want coach from the side or something." Like, it's a difference. Like, I like to be low key all the time. If the attention comes, it comes. But if not, I'm not looking for it, or she's not looking for it.
She's not. Okay. Okay.
Good answer.
So let's get into it then. I really want to know, what do men really want from a woman in a relationship? And what I mean by want, like, what do you guys want that will make you want to commit to her?
It's the difference of committing or fully committing, you mean, right? Because it's two different.
Yeah, I guess it's a difference. You can explain the difference if you want, but I would like to hear, what do you really truly want from a woman? And I want the real deal, not like these politically correct. I want to know exactly what type of things you need from a woman to get her to the next level. Go ahead, JT. You can start.
First, it got to start with respect. We gotta have we have to have respect, with each other in a relationship. You have to. It's not like you don't have to agree on everything, because we're two different people, two different backgrounds and stuff like that. Where we come from and stuff like that. But we have to have some kind of respect and some kind of understanding. Now, in the beginning, you don't really know each other. Like, damn, how you move like that? How she move like that? Why she do different things? Why I do different things? But mainly, it has to have respect. If you don't respect nothing I do or say, we're wasting each other's time. So I mean, that's why I start over, and I let Mr. Ruckers answer the next one. Then I answer.
So respect. Go ahead, Mr. Rucker, because I know you got a list. What do you really want from a woman?
Well, if we're not going to be politically correct, good. 100%, right from jump. 100% cooperation. Submit to who I am and what this idea can be with me and you being in a relationship. So whatever I bring to the table, you're just going to have to say, yes, I agree. Whatever it is. Don't kind of debate. Don't do this and that. Don't try to belittle. Don't question everything. Just who I am is who you need to just be with. That's it. I'm not about to argue with you in the future about major things or even minor things. So men, we want cooperation. Just be our number one fan, no matter what. No matter what, including a prenup.
So wait, so you don't want her. Okay, but are you going to accept her for who she is? Or because you got a lot of specific requirements for a woman. So you want her to accept you just how you are, but you want her to meet the bill with what you want.
Yeah, if she's already low maintenance, I know no one's perfect. I mean, let's be realistic. No one's perfect. But if you got like a felony or something on the record, or you tend to just steal a lot, something extreme like that. Other than that, then yeah, we can accept that. But you're gonna just move in with the man, and you're gonna understand his background, his lifestyle. You're just gonna have to submit to that. You can make some changes. You can pick color of the couch or something, but yeah, you're gonna have to submit to a man if you want to be completely happy. Don't try to just come in there thinking, "Oh, I'm about to change it." Like, nah, you about to change the color of a couch or some drapes, but other than that, no. This is a man that has a solid foundation. You're just gonna have to submit.
So, because we throw that submit word around a lot. So tell me what you mean by submit, because we always be like, you better submit. And so women, I feel like women really just want to know what y'all mean by they gotta submit. And then JT, I do want to hear, I'm sorry, y'all. That's a very important alarm that I got going on. JT, I want to hear like what you mean by respect too. Like, what does that look like? What is like disrespectful to you? So go ahead, tell me what.
They had a lady, I forgot her name. I was kind of agreeing with her. You had it posted up for Mr. Ruckers was talking, but she said something like it has to be T streets or something like that.
Yes. I'll post it.
I think she was basically what I got from that. She agreed, but I think it has to be from both sides, and I think she's saying like, can you repost it so I could?
Yes, there it is.
With the respect, but it has to be in front of each other in a way. Yeah, in front of each other and away from each other, meaning like, it can't be something different, like kind of like on some backstabbing type stuff. Like when I'm in front of you, is all respect. I respect you, you respect me. And then when we get away from each other, it's doing some mischievous stuff. I guess whatever you do in your relationship. I mean, outside of the relationship, but I agree with that. But respect is like it has to be given both ways, and I'm kind of different with the submitting. No disrespect. I feel like you have to submit on both sides. Even the man has to submit to the woman, and the woman has to submit to the man. Because, like, the thing about it is, if in a relationship, yes, we both come from different backgrounds, and our background might not be perfect or something like that. So, if you in a relationship, it's my job to accept your flaws, but to help you with them, not try to control you. Change some things up because we don't know everything. And then when you come together in a relationship, I feel like the partner should help you straighten some of your weaknesses and vice versa. And then that's course that builds bond, that builds trust, that builds respect. Because I'm saying like if a woman came from a relationship that she didn't respect her last man at, and then you might come in and you might show similar tendencies, but kind of different on a different way. Kind of like in my situation, she might take it as you trying to control her, or you think you know everything and you don't know. It's like it's just based off what we experience in each other with different relationships and stuff like that. But now you have to trust me that hey, I'm giving you good advice. I'm on your side. I'm not trying to control you with it, or tell you, this is just the right way, do it because I'm JT say do it. No, maybe this way. If you try it this way, maybe it will work. Because you've been trying it all these other ways and it wasn't working, and you kept running into dead ends.
Okay. Looks like the ladies agree with you, JT. You said you wasn't gonna get no gems in here. They dropping diamonds. They agree with you. What you think? Okay, so Mr. Rucker, tell me what you mean by submission. What does that mean?
Okay, like hypothetical. Like we go on a first date. I'm gonna tell you everything about me, and I'm gonna show you everything that I have. It's like a test drive. Now, after some time, it's gonna be up to you to let me know if this is what you want. Good or bad, just let me know as soon as you can. If you say yes, then basically you're submitting to my lifestyle and I'm merging with your lifestyle. I'm not going to go into your lifestyle and just trying to destroy and change everything. We're going to figure out what works. But ultimately, women are supposed to move in with a man and then you submit to that lifestyle. So it's not just submitting to someone that's bossing you around ordering you around. It's basically, do you like what you see? Do you believe in me? Do you believe that in the future we can have some children if we want? Do you believe in this neighborhood? Do you believe in these ideas? Do you like what I do for a living? Do you feel safe? If the answer is yes, then you're submitting to the lifestyle. So that's what I mean by submitting. So it's not old school 1920s. I'm looking at the chat, thinking, oh, this is their slavery. Like, no, it's really a lifestyle that I'm presenting to you. Do you agree? If you say yes, then yes, submitting to the lifestyle. That's all.
So do you guys think like there is a standard definition for submission, like what all men think it means, and then, or do you think that when women start to date, they need to ask their man, like, okay, what's your ideas and what's your understanding of this? So is submission important? Is that something that a woman should be aware of up front, that that's what a man is expecting from them?
So to me, submission is like vulnerability in a relationship. And when you get to a point in a relationship, past that bridge, that that new stage and all that, you got to be vulnerable in a relationship to have feelings for this person. So you got to be open minded.
Right.
And I wanted to kind of thank Mr. Ruckers. This ain't no pissing contest. I just think we come from two different backgrounds, two different styles, and
Yeah.
I always keep it real. Like Tawana said, she liked that about me. I keep it real. I'm gonna be honest. I've been in two different situations. I've been in a situation where I moved in with a chick because it just depended on the situation. Was I doing good at the time? No, absolutely, I wasn't doing good at the time. So I mean, but now the situation is different. So I just feel like people meet people in different situations in different parts of their life, and sometimes the man can't be the person to provide at the time, to provide to move into the household, and that woman helps you, and then y'all become a team, and y'all build this relationship, and then to a point where y'all trusting each other now. And look, hey, it shouldn't be like, well, look, I don't want. I'm saying a lot. I don't want to confuse it, but I'm saying what you said about you feel like the man should provide and all that. But what if
Right.
that man is not in that position to provide at that time? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And he meets somebody that helps him get to that point. Now, of course, you have a lot of respect. The woman should have respect for that man because she helped him, and like that, or vice versa. And now that man should have respect for that woman from helping him get to that point, from being that man and help him guide the house. Because like if I was in a situation where, and I'm not in that situation now with this woman, but I was. If I was still with this woman and she helped me get on my feet, yes, I'm the man, so she should have some kind of respect for me. But if she don't have no respect for me, was it genuine, or did she ever respect me because she felt like she had to help me and stuff like that to become the
Right.
man of the house? So
Right.
it's just depend on the trust, the respect. Like I say, respect is a major key into a relationship, and you can see how far you can go with that.
Love it.
Yeah. Someone
He
brought up
he
a good
dropped
point.
the gem. I'm sorry, he dropped the gem that people didn't hear. He said that submission is like vulnerability. Like that clears it up for me. I don't know, ladies, if you heard that, but that was
Yeah.
something that we need to like listen to and take note of. Men want you that vulnerability. Yes. Go ahead, Mr. Rucker. What you have to say?
Now, in that situation, someone said in the chat too, if a man is not on his feet, should he even be dating in the first place? Because a lot of men just think that they can just be in the dating world, not have anything. And if a woman accepts him, he's thinking, okay, she's going to help me build me up. She may not respect you. She may lose patience with you because she keeps paying all the bills and all the stress is on her shoulders. And you still trying to like get a job or just trying to do something. She may just be looking at you, be like, okay, you may not be the main one, but I'm gonna just see what you do. So in the back of your head, like as a man, you got to understand that she may not respect me because I'm not on my feet just yet. So that's why my situation, I wouldn't even go out and date because I don't want to be insulted and disrespected by a woman just because she has a job or a better job than me. I just wouldn't even allow that to happen. It's crushing.
Wait a minute. If she got a better job than you don't want to date her?
Yeah, because a lot of women take advantage of a man like that. Like if she has a better job and has more money, it's like a slow burn because it's an
How
insult.
do you find that out at the first date? You gonna ask the woman how much money she makes and where she work?
No, it just comes down to a title because everybody can Google search. But like, okay, you work there and you do this. It's like, oh, okay. If she keeps flaunting the money in front of you, it may be a slow burn. She is kind of helping you out, but it may be, you know, I'm sick of paying all the bills. It could happen one day. It could happen a year or 2 years from now. A man shouldn't have to feel that way. So a man, I'm not saying you should not date a woman that's making more money than you. I'm just saying, just keep in the back of your head, will she respect me because of the money I make and what I do?
So JT, what you think? Okay, so he don't want to date basically independent. You want a woman that make less than you, so that you can have control over her. Is what you? It sounds like that's what you say. I'm paraphrasing,
I'm not
but it
trying
sounds
to
like that's what you're saying. You rather be in control than have her in control.
No, I don't want to control. I just want her to not flaunt, not try to control. It's going to be a team effort, but I have to lay out the foundation first. So if you're trying to, like, all of a sudden you get into an argument and you want to kick somebody out or take something back or try to like threaten anything, you shouldn't have that much power over a man. That's too crushing to a man. It's like, okay, you have a job, I have a job, but I can't have you control me, make me homeless because we got into an argument. Like, no, it has to be a certain standard that a man should have before he even goes out on a date.
So you telling women not to, because their accomplishments mean nothing, and that they really, if their focus is that they want to be married or they want to have a man, then they really shouldn't focus on that. They should just be focused on getting a man and not building themselves and their career.
It's
Is that
not
what you
nothing. No, it's not nothing. Her money's the backup money for the family. She shouldn't have to pay major bills. But if she has more money, of course, if she wants to, let her. I wouldn't suggest doing that because it may backfire with the man. It's like, okay, she's paying all the bills. She feels like she's going to do all this. She may use that as an argument, a future argument. Then the back of your head's like, damn, I kind of saw that coming because of what she's doing. But I'm just saying, a woman's accomplishments means something, but it is a backup to the family. That's all. It's a backup.
So here's a
Can I?
valid question from up level professional. But what if you fall off later and she starts to make more money? Then what?
Well, I guess if a man is handicapped, like if he got sick or something, yeah, she has, you know, you don't have a choice but to rely on that woman. There's nothing wrong with that. If she wants to run the household because the man physically can't do it, if he just can't do it, then yeah, she should. There should be nothing holding back. It's common sense. But if it's optional, no, she shouldn't be doing that. No, there has to be one captain to the ship.
Let me add, Mr. T.O. Hey,
What's
T.O.
up? What's up? What's up? What's good?
I love T.O. Thank you so much for joining in.
Right, I got a lot to say. I'm driving, so y'all gotta bear with me real quick.
I know you do, and I want y'all to drop those rules for T.O. when y'all hear some points, because T.O. he come from a whole another level. But I want JT. Hold on, let me let JT respond, T.O., and then we're gonna get your comment.
Right.
Okay, hold on one.
The thing,
Go ahead, JT.
The thing about that, like I said, Mr. Ruffins, and this is not no pissing contest back and forth. It's where you come from, and
Right.
like I've been taking care of myself since I was 14, so I had a different mindset at 14. So I missed that part where my dad was telling me you should be the man of the house, you should pay, you should, a woman should, well, you should welcome a woman in the house and all this, have your stuff together before all that. So I made a lot of mistakes growing up. So I missed that part of that. You know, maybe my dad wasn't there. My dad is in my life now, but the whole point, I missed that part growing up. So I made a lot of knucklehead mistakes. So I was running the streets, doing that, messing with different women, etc. But my point of that is, it all depends how your lifestyle was. Like, did you come from a two-parent home? Was you taught that stuff like that? And I wasn't taught that, honestly. So I had to go do it the hard way. And I don't have a problem with a woman making more money than me and stuff like that. My thing about it, if you run into a situation where a woman is taking care of everything, as long as you're being consistent, she don't feel like you're using her
Right.
or anything like that, and you helping to provide, you helping you get your little job or whatever you call it is, and you showing consistency. Now the problem comes when a woman feels like she's doing everything and you're not doing nothing to help provide, to
Yep.
help, or whatever use to her and stuff like that, then that's when it becomes an issue. But then you got the women that just was in it for fun, like men be in it for fun in the beginning. Like I said, I've been through a lot of different relationships. I experienced all different type of women, and I had that woman before that was on her feet better than I was, and she got tired of it. But it was
Yep.
all good in the beginning and stuff like that, So it got to the point where look, she felt like I wasn't doing enough. So
Right.
we had a lot of arguments and stuff like that. So I feel you on that, and I've been in different situations with women and stuff like that. So I learned my lessons, and like I say, I'm not going to put myself in that type of situation again. Moving a place with a woman like that, because I had my own place at the
Yeah.
time, and then I moved in with her and stuff like that. Because she had a house, I had an apartment, and I moved in with her. Everything was all good, in the beginning, and it just went left and stuff like
Exactly.
that. So I can agree with you on that, but every woman is not like that and stuff like that. So I learned from that experience, and that was really the worst part of my life and stuff like that. So I know not to do that again. But like I say, if I was probably brought up different in a two-parent home, my dad was more in my life. In my teenager years, when I started actually messing with women and stuff like that,
Hmm.
I would probably have a different mindset like you do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
All right. Well, let me ask Tio. Tio, what question you
Man,
want to ask?
y'all.
What,
He kind of low.
Who,
I can't
me?
hear him.
you can't
Can
hear?
you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear
Is
you.
that better?
Yeah, just talk up a little bit.
All right. Well, I think the main problem is, and I'm gonna start with the dudes first. A lot of dudes got these high expectations with eighth grade education. You can't expect no woman to be. How you gonna support a woman and she got her shit together, but you don't have yours? And how you expect her to trust you to lead for one? Then for two, you got these females out here, same thing, eighth grade education, swear up and down they deserve a baller, but it's just like the game fucked up. But the fellas got to realize we started the shit. Just right now, females they up one. They got these dudes out here hurt, all because, like I said, you have to stay in your range. And some of these dudes don't understand. I mean, like I say, to each his
What do you mean
own.
by staying in range, though? Not to cut you off, dude. What you
Staying.
mean,
I
like
mean,
staying in
I
range
mean,
for women?
yeah. I mean, let's just be realistic. I mean,
I disagree with that.
I'm just saying, bro, if you ain't on your shit, how can you jump up in a female face who own her shit? You ain't doing number running game after that, you know?
Fact.
And it's weak for right now, because that's why I say these women are educated. They not finna play with these man. They not finna play out here. That's just how it go. And then at the same time, with all these men who want these women to submit to them, no, I'd rather my woman have her own, have her own backbone,
I
stand by
agree
me
with you
when,
on that.
and at the same time, a lot of these dudes they want handouts. They want the woman to do all the hard work while she pay all the bills and all of that and this and that. That story been going on for the last 10 years, man. And like I say, half these dudes that's out there that want the best female out here, their education level not even up there. And then a lot of people want to blame it on single parent homes. That has nothing to do with it. I know dudes grew up with just a mom and they know how to treat a woman. That's so. That's just it depends on the dude. It depends on who you are.
Cause that
Me, I
that
used to
mom
I
taught
used to be
that.
deputy dog. I ain't gonna lie, I used to be deputy dog, bro. And now I'm at the point to where I done got older. My shit is in order. But at the same time, it's like these females, they be like, nah, that nigga used to be a dog back in the day. I can't blame them because I didn't get no fuck. That's real.
So what?
And
So what
and
made
it,
you? So what made you change? Is it just that you
Yeah.
matured, or
no,
you
because yeah, I'm unsure for one, and then two, that game talking about holidays, Valentine's Day. That's a stressful game to play.
Yeah, it is.
That's a stressful game to play, and that's real talk. So it's I don't know. And then you think like me personally, I'd be scared to jump in relationships because I'm like, damn, hell no, God finna give me my karma. I done hurt too many of them,
Yep.
and that's real. So I'm cautious every time. Girl, what your motive is? God sent you to hurt me or something? I'm serious. Like, you be like, damn. So don't be and shit with dudes that be trust issues too. And it don't be because of no female hurt them. It because of what the shit they did.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm gonna keep it a
Fact.
buck. That's my biggest fear. Like, man, Female gonna do me the way I used to do their ass.
That ruthless side.
So JC, what was you about to say? Because you was responding to something Theo said.
Now he said a lot though. I agree with some of the things. I disagree. He said something about the he know a guy that was in a single parent home, because I think I made that comment, so I'm assuming it's towards me. But he made a guy. But see, the thing about that situation, he said he know a guy that was in his mom had raised him, but his mama probably told him how to have respect for a woman because she's a woman and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be honest, I missed that part. And like I said, I've been in situations where I used to mess around with a lot of women. I was a womanizer. I was all the above. I just did a lot to women, and I didn't have respect for women, because even like my first situation, I was messing with this older chick, and she messed over me. So I was like, oh, okay, it's on now. Like, I didn't have respect for I didn't trust no other woman, even when I got in relationships when I was younger and stuff like that. So I was just doing my thing. You know, they telling me they telling me what they feel or whatever. I'm like, yeah, whatever. You gonna mess over me too, so I'm gonna get you first. I just kind of stayed on that type of mindset when I was younger and stuff.
Right.
But
with me, I've always respected women, so it wasn't about the respect thing. That's
what I wanted to get back to what you were about to say. You say something about trust, because like if I went through my life, I ain't gonna lie, if I went through my life over time thinking all the karma that I did, and then I degraded myself because I feel like I need to mess with this lower level woman because maybe I didn't have my stuff together, but I feel like I always knew my worth at the time, even when I was struggling and stuff like that. So I know what I could bring to the table. I might not have had it now, but I was going to show you with actions, not just talking a good game and stuff like that. And somebody did say that there was some game, which I disagree with. It's not game if you know what you want at the time. So it was different parts of my life. So I feel like I'm not going to stoop level to a C level type of woman if I know I deserve an A level type of woman.
Even if you ain't at A level.
Even if I ain't at A level yet, because now you look in the beginning, and then I'm not lying to you. I'm keeping it 100 with you. Yeah, I got this. This is what I'm working with, and all that. And if you accept that and you move on from that, I just got to show you with accents.
Right, but let me ask you a question though. You said that. Now, what if you do all of this? You find a female, you feel that she got her shit together, and she ain't got time to be training nobody. Now,
I told you, I've been in that situation before. So I've been in that situation before. It was very frustrating. I wasn't moving fast enough for her. I wasn't just sitting there. I wasn't snailing on her, but I wasn't moving fast enough. She wanted to see some quick action, and I mean, to this day, she probably regret it now. But the whole point is, I wasn't at that pace. I wasn't ready at that time.
Like my mind frame changed so bad. I went from, hey, what you doing tomorrow, shorty, to, hey, what's your plans in 5 years? I'm telling you, I be asking them now, screening the hell out of them. Because most of these chicks, if you look, man, I'm telling you, like, just to be a buck, and the dudes too, these motherfuckers' credit scores be 250.
How's that possible? You know what? That's true. That is true.
So Theo, somebody asked, what are you doing to kind of clean up your karma, or what's your goal? So are you just not going to enter into a relationship, or what are you doing?
No, my first thing was just admitting that I was a dog, because that's something I never admitted before. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, dudes be quick to jump into a female's past, but then when a female jump into theirs, it's kind of like, oh, it ain't the same. Yes, the fuck it is. Because I can tell you now, I've had females be like, man, you used to be a hoe back in the day. They still think I'm the same T.O. from back in the day, and I'm not. But that's what I get. I played that game, so you know what I'm saying? But the first thing, you got to admit your wrongs. Now I'm at the point to where, shit, motherfucker, we vibe. If not, fuck it. I ain't finna let you rent no space in my head. So I'm just cooling right now. Right. So I'm just like, if it's a right situation, it'll come along. I ain't finna force shit no more.
Right. So Theo, I'm gonna get your what do you want from a woman later, but I gotta introduce the evolutionary playboy. He just tuned in, and I gotta hear what the evolutionary playboy got to say about this, because I know he got some stuff to say. But let me remind you guys that you see what Sherelle did. She dropped those jewels. You drop them gems when you hear the men talking about some stuff that you really, really want to, you really understand, you really feeling it. Drop those jewels for me so I can just know, hey, you know what? T.O. got a point. JT got a point. JT, I think he kind of winning a little bit. JT kind of winning the crowd over. So I'm trying to get an idea of what the ladies are connecting with and what the men are connecting with. So what you men are hearing from the men and that you're it's really resonating with you. I know Mr. Rucker said some things that men appreciated. JT agreed with something that Mr. Rucker said. So let's talk about it, because what women really need to do is listen to what men want, right? We want to hear it. We want to know what they want, what's important to them. And
Hey,
also we want to make sure they really know what they want. Yes,
hey,
JT, go ahead.
the answer. I'm still on the sea level, like when
Theo,
what Tio said.
Theo,
He
yeah.
said he basically said men shouldn't mess with certain women. He said eighth grade education. Shouldn't mess with an eighth. If you got an eighth grade education, you shouldn't be shooting for a lady, woman
What
that's
can you teach her? What
Hold
can
on,
you
hold on,
teach
hold
her
on, hold on.
besides
Let me
reading and
answer.
writing?
I'm about to use it like this,
Right.
and check this out, though. You gotta look at it like just cause like a chick messed up, right? Got two baby daddies, right, and stuff like that. You think that's the end of the world for her? She not gonna just keep. I'm gonna keep messing with C level, D level dudes and stuff like that. I'm gonna keep my standards level low because I messed up and I had two kids on the side, so. They don't feel like their work level is high enough to mess with a guy that's on an A level and stuff like that. So I think at the end of the day, people make mistakes and stuff like that, and if you learn from them, you move forward from them. If you never learn from them, you always go mess with the little C levels because you go feel like your level is not high enough to mess with an A level person. So that works vice versa for women and men and stuff like that. So of course, at one time when I was maybe a C, I was still shooting for A's, but I knew my work and I knew what I was gonna do if I got in,
Right.
on a consistent.
Even Jordan missed in the fourth quarter. So I feel you on that.
So
Yeah,
you
I
wait.
mean, you live
But
and you learn though.
JT said, I'm gonna date up. I'm gonna always date what I want, and I'm gonna aspire to get to where I need to be. But T.O., you saying you need to get on your shit first and then find you
Right.
a woman.
You can't
No
come to
problem.
no one. You can't come to no woman have right now. It's about that the streets don't offer no 401k. Streets ain't giving no degrees. You see what I'm saying? Right now, all the shit that everybody was laughing at you for back in the day, you need the shit now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a slick talker, huh?
Where you from, JT? People keep asking. Where
New
you from?
Orleans. She got
New
it right
Orleans.
though. Whoever said that, Sherelle.
You said you're from New
I'm
Orleans.
from New
Okay.
Orleans. I
Yeah,
stay in
everybody
Dallas
wanna
now though.
everybody wanna know where that accent came from. All right, evolutionary playboy. We talking
Yeah.
about what men really want. You
Mhm.
know, we really want to know. We want to tell the ladies, okay, this is what men look for. This is what they want. And this is the type of woman that you all desire or that you all date. So give me, first of all, evolutionary playboy, tell me what type of women you typically date and you typically go after.
When it comes to dating, it's just women that are real feminine, like relaxed, not too confrontational. Well, not confrontational. Um, Understand what their position is in life, not just in my life. Um, all the loud talking, to me, that just comes off as a defense mechanism for being insecure. Um, I feel like this. You know, you can't beat up a man, so why act tough to him like you could? Because men, we know that just one wrong word can resort to violence. So when I see a woman acting extremely aggressive towards a man, to me, she is taking advantage of the fact that most men are going to restrain themselves from returning fire. Men can go to jail for returning fire. You know what I'm saying? So I think if a woman respects a man, she's not even going to play with him like that. You know what I mean? So just real relaxed, chill, easy going women. You know, somebody one that has a mind for sure, but I'm just not with the extra shit.
sorry, y'all. Every last man says something in regards to respect. It's like respect seems to be like a recurring theme with all men,
It's a
and you
deal
got
breaker.
that's important. That's almost the deal breaker. So y'all hear that,
Yeah.
ladies?
Yep.
If you don't respect your man, he ain't gonna want to marry you, and he ain't gonna want to be with you, right? Is that what y'all saying? That if they
Just,
don't have a level of respect, it's not going nowhere.
just think about it like this, Tawana. Do like just imagine like a man killing all your dreams that you want to do, or that ain't gonna work. You don't look good enough, or whatever. You need to work on this. You need to do this. How would you feel? Like, how would a woman feel if a man every time she came at her man that she's supposed to be in a relationship, love with, have trust with, vulnerability, all that? How would she feel if every time she came with something, he's shooting it down or being negative? You deal with that out in the outside world. You don't want to deal with that in your relationship. You got people that don't trust you, got backstabbers, snakes, or all that stuff like that. Then when you come home, you dealing with that same shit. You kind of want that respect, and I think that goes both ways.
Yes, that's
Hey,
right.
can I say something about that though?
Go ahead, Tio.
At the same time, it's a lot of dudes who put up with shit because they ain't got their shit together. You know what I'm saying?
Not me.
A lot of dudes. They put up with the mouth. They pull up with the disrespect, the name calling, the Facebook shit because they don't have their shit in order. They don't have no choice but to stay. That's the rent. That's home. If you got
But
your shit together, you ain't got to take shit from nobody.
Right.
do you do you think it's okay for a woman to behave that way just because she's taking care of the man? Give me
Nope.
your
Never.
Hell no. No.
Never. But some people,
No.
some females do that to display dominance. That's real talk. Some females do that just to be the dominant one.
Right.
Just to be the dominant one.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, straight up. If a woman is taking care of you, you really ain't got too much to say.
Facts.
That's
Facts.
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like if she
Unless
taking
he's
care of you,
handicapped or something.
that's just like you telling your parents what to do when they feeding you and keeping a roof over
Right.
your head. So if you can't take care of your own responsibility and take care of her, it's sad to say, but you can't say shit. You got to take those
Right.
punches. But the thing about
Big
it is,
facts.
a woman, she resents you, even though she might be taking care of you and all that. She don't even like you. She hates
Mhm.
you, to
Right.
be honest. And she might be dealing with you just because she might want somebody to sleep with, at night because she doesn't want to be
Mhm.
alone. But the thing is, the minute she finds somebody better, she's out.
Right. She's just
So
only
I
temporary.
agree. You gotta have your shit together, man. Even in my younger days, like how am I gonna expect something from a woman if I'm not displaying that I deserve those things?
Facts.
The reason I
Facts.
had so many women was because when they looked at me, they was like, okay, even if it goes nowhere, I know I'm gonna have fun with this dude. I know it's something in that bag for me. And I don't mean in a pocket. You know what I mean? So you have to be a walking representation of what you expect from somebody else. And too many times it's a list going out to what you got to bring to me and vice versa. And when you look in the mirror, you ain't got shit. So that's for men and women. If you can't take care of your own responsibilities, shut the fuck up.
Right. A lot of
Right.
people demand, they say, hey, I want them to be this and that. They don't even bring that to the table.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
want somebody, right. And that's the problem now. A lot of people want what's missing and not what can complete the puzzle. That's the problem.
Yep.
That is.
And that's
Agreed.
that go back to my comment with some of these dudes. Oh no, my chick got to go to school. She got to make blah 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 a year. Okay, cool. That's cool and all. But are you bringing the same thing to the table?
Right.
Right.
So tell me, evolutionary playboy,
Yeah.
what do men really want? Like, what do you guys want from women?
The number one thing is peace. Simple as that. Peace. That's the one thing that costs nothing. That should be the easiest to do. And a lot of times men can't find that. Men will put up with you being out of shape, being not so attractive, if they have somebody that they can come home to that relaxes them. But if they got to come home to the same headaches that they deal with in the streets, that's a bad investment. So peace. I mean, and honestly, if a man is in shape, for the most part, we want an in shape woman. If a man is kind on the eyes, we want a woman that's kind on the eyes. You know what I mean? But the problem is when men tell women what we want, they have a problem with it. They don't wanna. They want to argue, why do I have to be in shape and all this and that. And it's just like, you asked me what I wanted. This is what I want. And I'm telling you now. You telling me why I
Yo,
shouldn't want shit.
yo,
Hi,
yo,
Mr.
Yo,
CYP.
what's
UIP.
up?
we
Hey,
just
So,
wanted to tap in. We wanted to tap in and say hi to you. You know, wish you luck on your show. You know, we love y'all on here. We see JT up here keeping it real. We see Chris on here. We see beautiful Tawana.
Yes,
What's
sir.
up, Mr. Rucker? Yo, we
up.
ain't here to talk. We just here to show love, man. To tell y'all, keep it up, man. Y'all look good on here, man. Y'all look good.
Appreciate it.
I
Appreciate it.
love you. When I tell y'all they support me, I told y'all they support me. They love me. I gave you a
Yeah.
shout out, Mr. CYP, earlier. And follow
Okay.
us, Mr. CYP, on YouTube, because we're gonna be going in on Wednesday.
Oh,
Yep, on
oh,
Wednesday.
yeah.
Yeah.
But let us get up out of here, yo. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all, man.
I
Thank
love
you.
y'all too,
CYP,
man.
we out. Good show.
All right, CYP.
All right,
Right.
CYP.
I love it. I love it. And when I told y'all they support me at the beginning of this video, y'all probably was like, yeah, whatever. She just, no, like they support me. They love me. Evolutionary Playboy was the first and second and third and fourth to share my video. Like they love me so much. So I appreciate y'all.
And you gotta, I'm tired of shit. Let me tell you why. This whole week I've been doing 18-hour intermittent fasting. So when I tell you I'm fucking drained, I'm drained. But I lost 9
Water.
pounds, so I feel good too.
Okay, so here's what I want to say. So how important is it for a woman to take care of her body? Because I know you're very like, I know you.
It's goddamn important.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
goddamn important. Like, I'm gonna be real, my body won't even, like, my man downstairs won't even respond if it's not looking right. He's staying asleep.
How important is physical attraction to y'all? Because you know what, y'all all said respect, y'all all said submission, peace, and all this stuff, but not one of y'all talked about physical attraction. And I know y'all are visual creatures, so let's talk about it.
Well, the face, I
That's
mean,
the
it's
number one
important,
thing.
but we all change over the years. You know, as long
Number,
as long as we can roll over and not get scared waking up to your face, you good.
gotta be some eye candy, man. We gotta
So what
be able
you
to.
think?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mr. Parker. What you was thinking?
We gotta be able to look at you, because basically you are a trophy to us, and we here to conquer. And we can't show the world like, hey, this is the best that I can do, and people are starting to joke around or like, hey, let me talk to you for a minute. Like, is this the best that you can do? And you got to explain to people that this is your woman. If you have to explain to people this is your woman, she's probably not the best. And then you got to look after your kids. If you want to have kids, don't do that to them. You know they're gonna go through some schools. They're gonna make fun of this kid because of what you chose. But looks are very, very important, and we don't want to be insulted. That's all. We don't want to
No
be insulted.
monsters allowed.
Hey,
Yes.
look, this I'm gonna keep it real, like, and I always do. It go both ways, because I mean, some women you might not find you attractive. Some women, of course, not attractive, but it go both ways. Like, you can't have this high determination on these women and stuff like that if you're not really, looking kind of yourself. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, once I used to go for the exotic. Like I say, I've been through that though, all the different color women and stuff like that But I always had trouble with those women because their mind was not ready for. Well, I ain't gonna lie, my mind wasn't ready at the time too. But it just was more like an attraction thing. So both our minds, we both worrying about our bodies. I'm worried about my body. I'm worried about going to the gym, doing all this to pull up on the next woman and stuff like that. Vice versa, she probably doing the same thing, getting her hustling on as well. But I had trouble with those. But when I found them naturally beautiful women and stuff like that, just keep maintenance, but it's kind of low. It's not trying to please
Fact.
everybody and stuff like that. That's the ones I really had. I had good chemistry with, but I wasn't ready at the time because I was still out there messing around, going around and stuff like that and stuff. So yes, that's the trouble I had with those type of women when I was messing with those.
So if a woman is respectful, she brings you to peace. She does all those things, but she's not as attractive, will you still date her? And will you still take her seriously?
What you
No.
talking, a 4
Uh,
or 5?
Yeah. What? How
What? I
unattractive?
mean, what? 4, 5, 6?
Maybe like a 4 or 5, and y'all
No.
used to.
I mean,
I
Only at
we
can't
got
night.
go. I
keep
can't
it
do
Only at
that.
real.
night.
No, I
Only at
wouldn't.
night.
no,
Only at
it's,
night. Off a
that's gonna be
bottle.
a tight condom.
So you're not gonna take her seriously because she's
And a
not
straight
physically what
prayer.
you want. So what's
No.
more important?
Well, it's not that we don't take her seriously, but it's just the fact that we are like visual creatures, and that's what attracts us to you in the first place. We don't know who you are when we first meet you. We don't know if you're a good person or not. We know if you look good, if you stimulate us in that area, and then we'll find out the rest later. But if you are 4, and for me, I'm not saying that they're not good women. There's a lot of good women that may not appeal to the mass of men. But for me, like, I mean, I take care of myself. I'm 39. I can still run faster than 95% of the world at 39. I eat right. I own my own stuff. So I'm going to have a certain level of expectation. You know what I'm saying? So me, I say if she's nice and all that, a 6 is probably the lowest I could go.
I'm not going
Facts.
on 6.
Facts.
Fuck
You say
that.
a six, an adjustable 6, Mr. Rucker. That's what you say
But you
too.
know what? You know what's crazy though? Everybody number different because you might look at a woman that might be a 8 or a 9,
Yeah.
then they might make that a 10 or 11 to them and stuff like. It just depend on what you like and what you see in
And it
women and stuff
depends on
like
where
that.
you
So,
from. Because
but
a 6 in Minnesota,
they had a
is a
girl.
bad thing.
They had somebody put something on the thing I wanted to respond to. She said that's all of so peace, low maintenance, good looks, submissive, respect is all men expect. No, that's not what we all expect. But guess what?
Sure.
Those few things that you name is a good start. But then
Yes.
you can build something from that. You know what I'm saying? You can move forward. We shouldn't be arguing over small little things that start arguing over something, we still constantly arguing from the last argument. Because if we got peace and respect for each other, we know how to let certain stuff go. You said your point, I said my point, we can move forward. We not still arguing over Monday argument, and now we talking about something else. So I think those few things that starts a good relationship, and then you could build forward and move forward with other things to strengthen the relationship.
Mm.
I agree. So you guys told us those basic things. Will those things make y'all put a ring on it though? So like how do we move? Yeah, Mr. Rucker, here we about to get into it.
I got my list.
How do you move from the girlfriend conversation to the wife? How do women do that? What exactly is the difference? Because I mean, yes, y'all want the basic things, like you said, to get you in the door, the respect. Some of the things y'all asking for is not too crazy. But once they get in there, they show you the respect, they look good. How do they move from the girlfriend to the wife if that's what they desire, or the girlfriend to the long-term situation that I'm taking seriously?
I say this.
Consistency in time.
I
You
say
know,
if the man feels like he's valuable to her, it's going to make him view her even higher. And that's the thing. A lot of times, women don't make their men feel like that they value them. You know what I mean? And men like to feel that too. Just like women want to feel important, we want to feel important too. It doesn't matter how we take care of you or this or that. We want to feel like we mean everything to you as well. And a lot of times, when a man feels that, the ring's gonna be no problem. But if you make a man feel like he is supposed to be doing these things, that kind of makes him feel like, well, it feels like a chore now. It's not.
Right.
I
They
don't
be dropping
enjoy
hints and
doing
all.
these things for you.
They'll take you ring shopping without you asking.
Yep.
So you don't want to
Yep.
ultimatum. You want
Yeah.
women to naturally let you
Yeah.
do what you do. All right, Mr. Rucker, tell me exactly what you feel will take it to the next level.
All right. Y'all ready for my list? Okay. It's 8 things but the first two actually apply to both men and women when it comes to dating. Number one, have a job. Number two, have a car. That's just universal. It's common sense. Let's not have to scrape you from that. Okay. Number three, ladies, stop asking for too much. When you ask for too much, that's when this comes up. You always asking for anything, food, money, always a question. Always a question. That's very annoying. Number four, submit and follow orders. Just believe in what I say. Trust me, and everything will be fine. Number five, remain low maintenance, and that includes cooking and cleaning. You don't have to cook a gourmet meal. Just, we all have jobs. We all have things to do. Just keep it simple. And number six, what I'm known for, you want that ring, sign a prenup. And do premarital counseling. We're going to talk to some lawyers. We're going to put everything in writing. So if you really love a man for who he is, especially someone like me, let's put that in writing. Number seven, stay loyal. And number eight is just repeat all those things until you die. It's not that bad, is it? Now those are gems right there. Those are plenty of gems, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
it seems like a lot.
Bad.
But
Now the prenup thing, I know that scares a lot of people. You don't have to. You don't mind losing half of your stuff because a woman changes her mind, because women don't change their mind, right? But if they change their mind, if you don't mind losing that, you can get it right back. Okay, you don't have to sign a prenup. But, a prenup just does put things in writing just in case she changes her mind. So the list ain't too bad. It's 1 through 8.
I love your list. So she got to have a car, but her car can't be better than yours. But her car can't be better than yours, because if she got a car better than yours, you ain't gonna date her. That's what you said.
Damn.
Better car to mine. Like, okay, if it's faster, I expect with speed. Like, if it's faster, it's like if she has an AMG Mercedes, it's like, well, I will still date her, but it's like, man, I gotta step it up. I got Porsche.
Yeah. You gotta step your shit
right?
up.
I'm from Detroit.
Look, she in a Mercedes, you in a Prius.
Yeah. Prius, man, you save a lot of gas with Prius. I do have a Prius, though. I have a Prius and a Mustang.
You do?
Yeah, I do have a Prius. You go to marracing.com, you'll see my cars on there. So it's one of my options. And I drive the Prius on bad dates. If I know it's going to be bad, or her background's a little bit dusty, it's like, okay, I'm not about to bring that out.
So JT, how you call it, JT? You knew it was Prius.
No, that wasn't for him. But it's funny because he said he do got a Prius. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, based on what he's saying, like, because you brought up the cars, because he said the car and stuff like that. I'm like, damn, just a car, But like, what if how he feel? He might feel like, damn, she might got a Benz. He might have a Prius. He might not mess with her because he feel like, damn, her car better than me. She make more money than me. Based on some of the stuff he said. So I was just messing with Mr. Ruggers.
All right, JT, tell me what you say. What's gonna help you take it to the next level with a woman?
Yeah, it's gonna take experience, history, consistency, respect, love, vulnerability. You gotta show me some things, just like I gotta show you some things, So it's just like I think a man know when he first when he meet with a woman, if the potential is there, can he open that door with her? Because I think women look at men. Men look at women like that too, like, dang, I can see me marrying her, but you got to go through the tests and the trials and stuff like that, vice versa. So it's like I said, she got to fit everything, and you gonna learn from experience. You learn from different situations that y'all put into together, and that's all you can go off of. Do she check those off? Do you check those off? Oh man, is this gonna work? I don't know. Is this a keeper? I don't know. And stuff like that, because it's just a lot. It's just a lot to sit there and say, hey, I want to marry this woman,
Yeah. I feel like for men, you guys have to get to a certain place in your life. Is it based on like just where you at? Do you got to get the Playboy out of you first?
Of course, with yourself. That shouldn't even explain. Of course, you gotta want to stop that for yourself. Get that part, depending on what type of relationship, because it can go in your next relationship if y'all have that type of relationship. But the thing about it is, are we grown up about it now? Are we still sneaking, doing, still doing the do, this and that? But like I say, it's a lot of experience, a lot of trust, it's a lot of consistency, a lot of respect. You know, like the person, you don't want that person. Oh, babe, I want to do this. Oh, you can't do that. And then it's always some negative shit coming back. Like, well, I'm talking to you every time I'm supposed to be talking to you, you telling me something negative. Like, you don't want that. You don't want to marry that type of person. You don't want to be with that person for the rest of your life and stuff like that. So I mean,
Okay, tell me this, y'all. How important is sex in this?
Oh,
From what y'all want from women, how important is sex? So if her sex is really good, maybe she high maintenance. Will you give and take on some of your expectations if the sex is good? So how important is it?
It's a side chick, man. The woman like that, if she's high maintenance, but the sex is good. Like, I can't make you the main one though, but yeah, I can't get rid of you either. So
you gonna get distracted. Everything go. Nah, that's me personally. I don't. My chick. I feel like it's a connection with sex though, cause like if you had sex a lot, you know, I'm not bragging. Like myself, you had sex a lot with a lot of people. It's starting to. It becomes numb to you and stuff like that. Like anything else. But if you gotta have a connection with a person to get that feeling of it, and she might not be the best person that you ever been with and stuff like that. And I might not be the best man that you ever been with, but when you got the connection together, I think that weighs out all that and stuff like that in a relationship. But I won't be with no woman because she just got good sex. I'm sorry, it just no.
Okay. What y'all say? Come, Mr. Rucker, evolutionary. Go ahead, evolutionary playboy.
Sex has never been able to keep me. Like, I've just never been one of those type of guys. Sex can be great. If I don't like you, I still don't like you. You know what I'm saying? And a woman being high maintenance, if she's high maintenance because she's been able to take care of herself that way, I can respect it. But if you high maintenance because of everybody else taking care of you, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Chris. That's a good point right there. That's a real good point.
You can't be high maintenance because everybody else buying you shit. High maintenance women take care of themselves. And if a man sees that, he knows I got to bring this to the table. And we're going to respect that. But not no broke woman talking about, I want this and this. We ain't listening to that.
Right.
Funny.
So is that like really high maintenance? Because really she don't have it herself, but she wants you to provide that lifestyle for her. So that's
high wish list. That's
yeah.
high maintenance.
It sounds like a bum. That's a homeless woman. I'm not about to take in. This is not a shelter. No, she got to get it. She has to have common sense. A lot of women actually put a lot of money into their fashion, but you look at their places like, okay, I don't see any good furniture here. What's that smell? Why are there stains here and there? I know. I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to pay for your exterior when your interior is messed up. You sound broke. No, I don't do brokenness.
That's a
or
good
you
point
got a
too.
Benz, but that
Y'all
check
both
engine
just made
light
some
been
good
on.
points though.
Right.
Mhm.
The engine light
I
came
think
on.
I think those are key points because a lot of women think that you guys really, if they put it on you, if they look good, you know, those types of things, that's going to take them to the next level, but they don't really realize the characteristics and some of the other things that y'all really pay attention to that's important to y'all, like respect, like, you know, being submissive, like bringing peace and knowing all those things. I mean, sometimes y'all want the wifely duties, or y'all want a domesticated woman. Y'all didn't really say that, but I'm just wondering.
Men involved too. Men involved, like they used to say, women always pay the details. Shit, men paying attention to the details too. So like,
I'm super OCD with everything.
I pay attention to a lot of details, and I had to learn over experience.
Yeah,
and another thing too, I'm the type of guy where, say, shit's happening in life where I'm not making the money that I was. Say I'm having a rough patch. I'm the type of guy where I'm so accountable. I'm going to go find some other shit to make up for that default. Because for me as a man, I'm not going to feel comfortable knowing that I'm not doing my part. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind doing what I need to do.
We don't mind working. We just want to make sure we have someone that's a helpmate that can respect us, give us space to do what we need to do. some men will put up with this stuff, but you ain't gonna get that wifey title. Like, okay, I'm gonna make you a side chick at best, but we all kind of know that this is not gonna last. Like, I'll mess with her for another week or two, but other than that, nah, she ain't getting that wifey title.
Do you think it's a certain age? Because you hear this in the manosphere all the time, like women after a certain age are not desirable no more, and they pretty much calling them, I don't know. What is the word? I can't think of the word, but pretty much saying that, there you go, that they're really just worthless at that point. That women after a certain age, you shouldn't even want to date. So is that true? Like, how much truth to that is it? Do men want a woman that's within a certain age range, or how physical are you guys? I guess we want to get an idea.
I don't think I think it could be true in certain instances, but I think it really boils down to if bitterness has set in on that woman. Now, if she has the ability to be a little older, but has been maintaining a decent lifestyle, taking care of herself, not getting too loose, it's still hope. But if you're talking about women that have been in multiple bad relationships, hurt over and over and over again, the older they get, the more bitter they get. So I'll say in that instance, it's over for them.
Right. I agree.
Ladies, let me say this to y'all, because I know y'all like, what the heck, these men? Next week, we're going to talk about what women want. We're going to get them back. So I'm letting them, y'all see how I'm just letting them talk? I'm just letting them talk. But guess what? Oh, I'm setting y'all up, because next week, I'm going to have some ladies on here, and they're going to get into it. They're going to be like, no, this is what we want, and this is what we want. So then we're going to try to bring y'all back. We're going to try to bring everybody back, and we're going to try to come together and talk about, okay, this is what y'all want. This is what we going to do. How we going to get it to the next level together, okay? But I want to get what the men got to say separate from the women. And then we're going to get together in the end, and we're going to show how it's all going to work together, okay? So next week, ladies, and if you want to be on the show, you can always hit my IG up. Let me know you want to be on the show. I would love to have you. I want to hear what women want, what types of things that we desire. So y'all gonna have a chance to play them back. We're gonna listen to the men today. We're gonna let them tell us exactly what they want. We're gonna let them give us a drop down list.
Don't it sound simple though? We asking for simple stuff. No disrespect.
For real.
No,
they list gonna
no
be so long.
shaming.
I don't think it's hard, man. I think what we requesting, we're not asking for an arm and leg. I know you personally is prenup, but like even if you take out prenup, we kind of all sound the same about what we want. Just low maintenance, peace, respect. Apparently that's hard nowadays. It shouldn't be. I don't think it's as bad. Because if next week, if the women just come up with, he's got to make 6 figures, he's got to do all this. It's like what we just said all right now.
That's competition. Like, don't come out trying to compete. Because they heard what the men said, and now they want.
Then they go. So I made y'all go first. That wasn't right, huh? I should have had the ladies go first.
It's always ladies first. Remember that, ladies first.
But, okay, this is the setup. Okay, I see.
Not on Gems and Jewels. Tawana makes the men go first. Y'all lead, okay? I'm setting the example, okay? I'm setting the example.
No
the
problem.
men lead. The men lead.
Problem.
So answer that, JT. What about age? How do you feel about age?
Based off experience, I dealt with both. I dealt with older, and that didn't work. I mean, just like he said, when women, I dealt with a woman. Perfect example, like he said, was older than me. She just stuck in her ways and stuff like that. Had it going on. I ain't never had no 8th grade education, but she had all the degrees. But I was always reminded about that, and I made my money. I was hustling, had my own little thing, doing my own little thing, had my own little business, but it was never good enough. I always had to be reminded. But the funny thing about it, the money I made, it was enough, but I was working too much. But women will be so confusing sometimes because you'll never, as a man, you'll never want your woman to come up to you, not saying she did. If she needed something, you couldn't provide it for her. And then she got to go to a people or some shit like that. Then you know how the people get involved and all that. Oh, what your man doing? Why he can't help you?
Exactly.
This and that.
Yeah.
But it was so crazy. This situation was like, I was preventing that. I was like stuff like that happening. And I'm talking about the older woman. So, but this situation was just so crazy with me, and I learned from that experience. It was just bad, and I was reminded, oh, I got these degrees, you and this and all that. But I'm like, damn, I had to really like, we really making the same money if you really want to be technical. You know, I'm bringing in what you bringing up. Sometimes I'm bringing in more, and but I don't have my degrees. I don't have all my degrees and all that. But based on, it don't matter with me. I would prefer a younger woman because I don't want a woman to be older than me. Then we, let's be honest, you know, it turns into a friendship and we staying in separate beds on some shit because you older and you know, you can't keep up. So of course I would rather a woman closer around my age or younger than me and stuff like that, you know. So we could be satisfied in all different ways, you know, sexual, mentally, physically, all that.
Okay, so but what's your age? What's your age?
My range, like you want to know
Mhm.
age range?
Mhm.
I'm 35 now, so I mean I'm getting older.
Okay.
You know, I would say I would say 30, 30, 30, between 30 to 37, I think. Right now.
Mhm.
That would be my age.
30 to 37. So if a woman is in her 40s, in her 50s, come on, Mr. Rucker, tell me what you shaking your head for. What's
That's a
wrong
good
with a
friend.
woman in her
This is
40s and
gonna be really mean, and I'm gonna let you know that this did not come from Kevin Samuels. This is off the dome, common sense and logic. There is the thing called the wall. So when you go out on these dates, older women, they're either controlling, they're stuck in their ways, and they do use their degrees to put it in your face, a house. Like, I'm this, you need to be like this or better. So those older women, it also depends if men want to have kids. So there has to be limitations. So there is a wall. If you are older than, because I'm 36, if you older than 38, you probably have kids. You probably have a lot of debt, maybe some health issues. I don't want to deal with that. So I'm more like 22 to 35. That's my personal range because I believe on the wall. And when women hit that wall, I mean, damn, it hurts. They don't even know because they should get a clue by the type of men that they date. It's like you used to get all these kind of men when you're 20s. Now in your 30s, it's like you're getting the scraps. And like, well, that's probably because you hit the wall. And if you have a child, yeah, you can probably still get a good looking man, but he may have children on his own. And a lot of women don't want that, which is real selfish. So a lot of these women, they're too picky. They need to realize the wall is real. The wall doesn't care about your feelings. The wall's going to hit you. And the biggest clue is look at the type of men that you're getting. Are they high quality? If it's not, then yeah, you hit the wall. Sorry.
so is Mr. Rucker speaking truth, y'all? And y'all just didn't want to say it. Is this true?
Oh no, I just speak
Hit
from
the
my
wall?
perspective, but that makes a lot of sense.
Everybody, right? Everybody. See, that's what I'm saying. Everybody come from different backgrounds. I mean, like I said, I don't agree with some of the stuff Mr. Rucker said, but I respect him and all
Yeah.
that. 22 ain't. I'm not messing with nothing like that.
Yeah,
That's too young.
that's
I
for
mean,
me.
like,
That would be playtime. Just being
yeah, that's
honest.
play. Look, that's playtime. What club we gonna know? I think I'm past that point. I'm past that
You
point.
said
But
20.
You gotta get them on there just straight into their careers. You don't want to just you don't want
nah,
club.
trust me.
They talking about the club like no.
You know what's crazy? That's even worse though, cause like I said, we don't know each other's situation. If you got kids and all that, straight in their careers, they're entitled to be selfish at that time. They don't have to care about what you care about. My family. This. Oh, you got kids? Okay, square left and stuff like that.
So,
So it
but
just
you
depends.
know, it's some women who look great for their age. You make exceptions, right? If the woman is
Mm.
exceptionally beautiful for her age, and it's not, you can't tell. What you think, Mr. Rucker? Will you make exceptions?
I mean, I will be her friend, but it's gonna be an uncomfortable conversation when I have to bring her to my mom and dad. They're gonna ask, okay, she looks good. She looks the part. How old is she? They're gonna be scared off that age. And it's like, okay, can she even have kids and stuff? Or Can she walk? Does she have any kids of her own? Like that question gets uncomfortable. Because yes,
Do you
especially
have
women, they look good at that age, like damn good, especially if they go to the gym. They look damn good. But it's an uncomfortable conversation when it comes down to actually getting married and having a family. It's like,
Mr.
I'm
Rucker,
sorry, I can't do it. It's too old.
do you already have children or no? You don't have
No.
children.
I have
Oh,
That's
so
all I-
it's important for you to date women who want to have children. Is
See,
what you say.
that's what I mean by the perspective is different, like
Right.
from different backgrounds, you know. Because like if I'm gonna be honest, if you asked me that question and I was saying a 40-year-old woman that got a body intact and all that, and you know the crazy thing, let's say she didn't have kids, I have kids already, so I'm gonna be okay with it, and then I'm like, I don't know, because we gotta look at it 10 years and now you're gonna be 50 years old.
Yep.
Let's look at it like this. What are you sure you want to be still dealing with a kid that's not even a teenager yet? And I have kids already, so I mean it's just something you will want to have to deal with in the beginning. That's easy. Like you go on a date and we lay down all our whole foundation and stuff like that. Like what you want to do, what you want to be at 10 years from now and stuff. You want to have kids, or you got kids, cool, like this. So that's an easy. You know what? Nice meeting you. I'm not the guy you're looking for. That's the level I'm on now and stuff like that. Now back then, I would have said I would have just fed her whatever she wanted to hear just to get in there and see what I could get out the deal and stuff like that. Then feelings get involved with somebody get how it go left and all that. But now you get mature and like, you know what, this is not. I don't think I'm the guy you're looking for.
Yep. That's a good point, man. That is a good point.
So here's the question from one of the listeners, and I wanted y'all to answer it. Why is it that men avoid good girls if they claim that that's what they want and that they love? Explain that, Sid.
It's the same. Oh,
Go ahead.
We can reverse the question. It's the same way why girls avoid good guys and they want the bad boys. It's like the thing about it, honestly, like the good girls be easy. Like they be kind of easy. Not no disrespectful way. They more easy. It's more like at one time you wanted the bad girls because they were harder to get. They were harder to control. Or instead of like whatever mind games you wanted to play on them and stuff like that, they were just harder to get. So it was more like a challenge to me to get a bad girl. Then the good girl always be calling, be like, damn, why ain't the other one calling? I want her attention more. I'm trying to get her folk, and stuff like that. So that's kind of what it is with me.
So men like the chase. That's what you're saying, JT, because it seems like you want the woman that you gotta kind of pursue a little bit. You don't want the woman that's giving it to you easy right away. That's how you feel, JT.
No, I don't, cause like I said, it just everybody's situation different. If you ain't dealt with a lot of women, you can sit there. You will look at women's totally different. But if you dealt with women, you already know, like, damn, I want to chase her, I want to get her. That's the one that's really acting like she don't want to be bothered, but I'm trying to get her bothered,
No, we ain't backwards, man. We want the chase, but not to a point where it's so bad that we're losing money or we feel like we're being led on. Nobody wants their time wasted. So
do you like the good girls, Mr. Rucker? Explain. Do you like the good girls or do you like the bad girls? Which one do you like?
I like them both, but they have different purposes. The good girls are typically very loyal. You don't have to question anything. The social media ain't, out there or anything. But typically those good girls, some of them are a little fat. But the bad girls are they know what they are. They can get any guy. They probably have multiple dudes. And we know that, but we don't care because we like the challenge. Like, okay, I can be your friend first, and I get in there and I can get that title as like the main one, then just the boyfriend, then the husband. But the good girls, though, you always gonna have good girls. They're easier. Yeah, they're a bit boring, but they have a purpose. Maybe not marriage material, but they have a purpose.
Did you hear that, ladies? So they think good girls are easy. Did y'all hear that? So do y'all understand? I can't wait till next week, ladies. Y'all better bring it. Y'all better bring it. Did you hear what they
girls now?
I didn't answer.
Yeah,
my bad, Chris, but
go ahead,
that's the old me. I I want the good girls now, because like you said, that back then I used to want to chase the ones that gave you more trouble. But I'm rather a good girl now, more easy, more
Okay.
simple.
Eventually,
Okay.
we'll get good girls though, because that gets old chasing them and all that stuff. But it's like, especially in your 30s, like, nah, I want a good girl. I don't want to do all that stuff. But
All right,
that was
evolutionary.
fun.
Let me hear what you got to say. Why do
I
y'all
say,
like the bad girls? What's up?
well, I don't think, and this is just from, you know, a ex-player's perspective. It's not that we don't want good girls. It's just that, say, when we in our prime and just knocking everything down, the good girl is somebody that we know, damn, I can't really treat her like that. So let me give her a pass. You know what I mean? Because she'll become a victim. You know, that's why it's kind of like you got to get it out your system, you know, and then later on when you're ready to settle down, that's when you get the good girl. Because when you out there smashing everybody, you might mess up a good girl. And the thing
Yep.
about it, the way I looked at it, I'm never gonna be that dude that damaged a woman for the next man. Like I think that's sloppy. You know what I mean? So I've like when I was young, I ran across a few great women, but I gave them a pass. Like I'm gonna leave her alone. I didn't want to be the reason that a good girl was damaged for somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I got lucky. I got a good one, got a
I'm
good
I
glad you
girl.
had
always,
feelings.
I always wonder that. I always wonder why men who are not ready for marriage and stuff marry the good girls and treat them badly. Like they marry the girls that just won't ever cheat on them, won't ever leave them, that is super loyal to them, and then they are cheaters. They not really in the marriage for the right reasons. And so I always wonder that. Why do they do that? Is it just because they're selfish and they want a woman that is potentially a good girl, and then they want to still mess with the bad girls? Like they still
It's
want to have
maturity. It's
mm,
maturity that plays a fact. Because like sometimes if you told me I was selfish back then, I would disagree with you. But I was selfish at the time, because like you gotta realize that, damn, if you're not really ready for this person, like Chris said, he gave them passes. Shit, I wasn't giving passes. I was just rolling them dice, and I didn't know no better at the time neither. Because you really hurting somebody that really is a good person. And like I said, man, I got a lot of experience. I got somebody like that in my past, and like still to the day, she's still. I don't want to put her as one of my baby mamas, but she's part of my life, always gonna be part of my life. But now she's remarried, and I'm happy for her now, because I knew at the time I was just not ready for her. I was selfish. I was, I guess you say, womanizing at the time, feeling like I could get whatever I could get out the situation, knowing it was wrong, but I still was doing what I wanted to do and stuff like that. Now I can sit there and say I'm really happy for her, because I feel like the man she's with is treating her better than I treated her. I'm not that same guy I was before, but
yeah,
now I know she's with somebody that's treating her that that's treating her right though.
let's be no right now.
Yeah.
Well, somebody asked, and I thought it was a good question. What y'all think about natural women versus women with plastic surgeries and
Ooh,
things like that? What's the preference? Go ahead. Go
all
ahead.
Wait, what do you mean like natural? You thumbs down for natural
Nah, for fake.
Versus
or
plastic
for fake?
surgery,
yeah.
or versus plastic surgeries, Botox, all those things, the little enhancement that women do. Do you have a preference or do you care? Evolutionary, what you say?
I will give women a pass that have babies and breastfed. They want to get an augmentation. They get a pass. That makes sense. But fake
Yep.
butts and fake facial fillers and all that, just go work out. Just go eat better. I didn't like how fat my goddamn face was looking. So I'm fasting. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a guy. So I think for the breast augmentation after breastfeeding, that's cool. But all the other stuff, nah, I'm good.
Okay. What you think, Mr. Rucker?
I
Natural,
think,
does it matter?
yeah, I think it has to be something like extreme medical conditions like that. I accept that. That's fine. But if she's reliant on that with makeup, weave, lashes, and women know that we don't like that shit, but they keep doing it. We can tell them like, hey, you're making yourself look like a clown. I don't like that. It's just almost like they do it out of spite. So it's like, I'm gonna show you. You still gonna be here anyway. Like, okay, I done told you several times I don't like that fake stuff. And if we leave you and you see us with another woman that's not fake, she's naturally beauty. You know, those nurses that got that suit on, like it's just natural and it's all just simple, low maintenance. It's like, yeah, that's what I've been telling you. So I can't speak for every man, but majority of these men, we like natural beauty. When you get out the shower, that's who you look like. Because we need to know what our future kids will look like. I need to see that. I don't need makeup on the pillows. I don't need all that hair grease on the side of my seat. I don't need that. I need to see who you are. I don't need you to be a fraud. I don't want fraud in my
And no to the lashes. No,
No
to the
lashes?
goddamn lashes.
no damn
No.
I
lashes.
don't like the lashes
Fucking
either.
butterflies and shit. Nah.
Yeah. Bat
Jay-
wings.
What you say, JT? What do you think? Do it matter? What if she just getting a little boob job, or she, she want a little bow
It's
tie?
like Chris said. It's like Chris said, man. Like every situation is different, and like she could have that surgery because of her, kids expand women, you know, and she just now had the motivation to lose it the right way, so she go get it the easier way and stuff. So I mean, I don't have a problem with that. My problem is like women that wear all kind of different type of hair and stuff like that, makeup. And I told you, like I had situations like that, and before I dealt with women like that, and I never really seen me serious with her, but besides a sexual relationship, cause like damn, you wear too much fucking makeup, always on your face. Every time I see you, I don't never see your real skin and stuff like that. I like natural skin. I like, you can wear little stuff, kind of like what you got going on,
Yeah.
Tawana, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying, it don't always have to be made up like you're dead looking and stuff like that in your skin and stuff like that. So I mean, I have a different opinion on it because I look at stuff like this. Who am I to judge? Because I'm not perfect. So I respect people. If you got the money to go get paid for surgery and get certain things, as long as you ain't doing it crazy with it, like having it, you go get your butt done, you got it looking real crazy, like the Kardashian type crazy. But just whatever fits your little body. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So as long as it's tastefully done, you will give them a chance. You will give them a shot.
Yeah, I would give them a shot. Yes.
Okay.
Minor
I
makeup.
want to recap. So you guys pretty much want a woman that's going to respect you, a woman that is able to be cooperative or submit. Okay, no bitterness. You want some peace. You want low maintenance, and you want a woman to pretty much make you feel important or give you some like self reassurance. Am I missing something?
I don't think it's a self reassurance. I think it's more of just like a show appreciation.
Show appreciation.
Yeah. The
Freedom.
self to me, like self, like that'll make it like he insecure and he need his
Right.
ego stroke.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah.
But no, right. So not like you're insecure, but more so just motivation, making encouraging and giving you those push like
Well, see, when a woman shows that she's grateful, it makes us want to do more.
Right.
That's what strokes our ego. When you are grateful, the average man is going to want to do anything and everything to make you happy. But when he
Right.
feels you don't appreciate it, it makes him not want to do nothing.
Get replaced. Also,
So ladies, now that y'all heard everything that they said. Evolutionary Playboy, JT, Mr. Rucker. So tell me, drop a gem. Tell me, who did resonated with you the most? Like, what type of woman do you think that was realistic? A woman that you could, you can understand that type of request. Drop their name, drop a gem. Let me know which person you resonated. They want to know. They want to know body counts. This is what I do want to know first before I ask you the questions Sherelle want to know. Why do you think women are single? Why do you think at a certain age women have a difficult time dating, finding men, finding love? Tell me what you have noticed about women in that situation.
no cooperation. They do not cooperate with men. They compete with them, and that gets really damn old quick. We ain't putting up with that. We just think that, okay, if this one's not going to do it, then another one will. We will find that woman that will cooperate, submit to us. I'm not talking about submit as far as telling you what to do, but submit to our lifestyle. This is my foundation. Do you like it? Yes or no? If you say yes and then you try to change that, you're not cooperating. It's like you lied to us. You wasted my time. My wife is out there somewhere. You just wasted my time. So you need to cooperate with these men. If you don't, you're going to be single and you're going to try to get some cats. If you get some cats, then okay, whatever. You're being replaced. I'm getting married. You having cats. You having men in and out of your life. I don't care. I won't even notice. We trying to find cooperation. We're trying to go where we appreciate it. That's why they're single.
Hey,
So when you date a single woman, you realize that they have these characteristics that are uncooperative, very difficult, and then you understand why they have trouble finding men. Is that what you're saying, Mr. Rucker?
Yeah, and it's really their fault. They can just at least admit, like, okay, these last 5 guys may have said the same thing. Like, maybe it's me. They don't do a self-evaluation like, maybe it's me. Like, stop trying to compete. Stop trying to put your money and degrees in front of them and just trying to change who they are. This is this man. Take it or leave it. If you take it, don't change your mind. Cooperate with them. Don't try to be like that man. Just be his helpmate. Cooperate. That's why they're single, man.
All right. So evolutionary, tell me what you notice when you see a single woman. Like, why do you feel like women are single? A lot of women are single and looking for love.
Jen actually made a good comment too. Her last comment was very valid, but I think it's like Mr. Rucker said, it's the lack of cooperation, and listening. See, it's a lot of times, or we even say a word like listen, and then women cringe. But it's like, how can you say you want a leader if you're not listening? You have to listen to be led. And a lot of times the women don't know if they want to be the woman or the man. Let the man lead the way. If you find that he's leading you in the wrong direction, then you can leave. But if you're trying to take his role, then it's going to be chaotic. Simple as that. So if you just trust in what you chose, you probably have better results. But if you try to control something that's not even in your control, you're going to crash.
And you think that, so it sounds like y'all think that a lot of single women are controlling and or difficult. That's what it sounds like from Mr. Rucker from
Yes.
Evolution. Okay, JT, what do you think? Well, what do you see when you meet single women and you figuring out why they single? What do you think?
well, when I met single women, past tense,
Sorry, men.
I felt like it was a different mixed things, signals, like, you wonder, damn, of age, why they still single, and then when you get to talking to them, you start focus on being independent instead of perfectly independent. When you meet a woman, and you meet attractive women and stuff like that, and you be saying in your mind, damn, when you start holding a conversation with them, how they talk, how they respond. Like, sometimes, one thing I can't stand, like, if I'm talking and then a woman just cut you off, like, damn, like, you so quick to respond instead of listening on some stuff like that. And then, if I do it or something like that, now it's a back and forth. But you sitting there listening, like, damn, I see why you single and stuff like that. Maybe it's not the men, maybe it's yourself. You got some stuff you need to work with yourself. Like, women be quick to tell a man they need to work on some things they need to fix in themselves before they get into any relationship. That goes both ways and stuff like that. That's why women be single, and then when they meet a nice man that can probably fit their bill, they don't work out because they not opening all them doors and stuff like that. Or that, I guess you said, I won't say vulnerability at the beginning, but that trust to let that person get in to accept that. So I mean, to go back to answer your question, because I'm kind of going off with it. I just wait. What's the question again, though? What's the question again?
I said, why do you think women are single? Like, what do you You kind of explain why you thought women were single, that they don't
Okay.
listen for the most part. That's
No, I mean, no, it's just they got some self issues going on with themselves. That's why they're still single. Because mostly women were made to be married to, married and be in a relation. I mean, be married to a husband and stuff like that. But if they maybe their life just was hit a little hard, ran different. That's why they didn't make no adjustments in their relationships every time they got in a relationship and went left because they could never get past over their past.
Can I say one more thing about it?
yes. Tell me.
I think another issue is not being able to accept criticism,
Mm,
because when a man says what he feels an issue is, it's automatically challenged. But say, Tawana, you told me I don't want to mess with you because you broke. A man is not going to challenge that, because if he's broke, he knows that that's the truth. So
Yes.
he's either going to go hustle and get his money up, or you're going to leave and he's going to understand, now I got to step my shit up so this don't happen again.
Yep.
So men, we take criticism, and we don't see too many times men barking back when a woman says what she dislikes about it. But when a man says what he doesn't like in the woman, she's not even listening. She's being defensive. When it's like, how you gonna tell me I'm wrong for what I like? So yeah.
Mm.
so
Facts.
do you guys just think about how women naturally are, what we naturally are, like we're emotional, and we have these characteristics. Do you guys factor in those things when you make decisions? Like, are you making decisions based on characteristics that are true to women? Or are you guys basing it on just what your personal experience and what you want?
A little
You
bit
know
of
what I'm
a little bit of both. So we know that women like money. So we try to hustle and do what we can. We try to beat you to a future argument because you're gonna ask for money and we have to provide. That's what we do, and you want money. That's okay, no matter what age or race you want. You want money. You want the nicer things in life. But when it comes down to you being emotional, we know that too. But how we handle that is like it. You just a lot of women keep moving the goalposts. Like we can just ask you something was wrong, you would say nothing is wrong, even though your feelings and what you're doing is showing that something is wrong. We only know how to follow orders. You got to tell us, not in an insulting way, what you want so we can fix it. We're natural fixers. So if you're naturally emotional, you like money, we're going to try to work with you as much as we can. But you can't drive us insane about doing it because nobody's going to win. You stressed, I'm stressed. What's the point of doing this? Just help me help you. Tell us what you want because naturally you're emotional. We want to be fragile, but help us. Help us help you.
Hey, can you
saying?
put that message just came up on?
From
Let
Jen,
me
from
see.
Jen on the block. What
Has
planet
he
is she
heard?
on? Has you heard of the red pill? Them men can't handle being called short. Men do not take criticism well. They go find some to put up with
But
them.
that's not criticism. You can't change your height. You can change your status in life, but you can't change your height. That's not criticism. That's
I
just
think.
personal choice.
Okay.
I think what you all said something about if I know I'm broke and a woman wants a man with money, then you guys don't take it personal. So what Jen is saying is, well, what if I want a tall man? And I say, I don't want a
Well, you,
short
you
man.
don't don't
Can you
don't
handle
don't be don't be playing like I said in the beginning. Don't be wasting your time with the short man. Let him know that up front. I mean, don't
it?
hold on to him because he got the money, and that tall broke nigga might not have the money, but you want that tall man, so you go put up with the little short man because he got money. So I mean that goes both ways. But I wanted to answer on her question. I think a man would take criticism for a woman that shows respect to him. Not always belittling him, not always canceling his little dreams and shit like that, his beliefs. So if a woman came at him on like babe, you fucking up on some shit, want you to try this, it's not gonna become criticism because this is a person that you trust and you take advice to. That's just like women can't stand like how you got a relationship with your partner or your boy, and then when your boy tell you something, but your girl been telling you this for the longest, you're like, damn, I've been telling your ass this. But when your boys tell you something, you taking heed to it. Because we got to bind, we got to respect for each other. It's not no hate and all that, but that's what women fail to realize. So all I'm trying to tell you, if you have respect for a woman, y'all have respect for each other. I can take some hard criticism coming from my girl. I can't
Okay.
take criticism coming from anybody though. No, or not
Mm.
no any woman. It's different. I can't just be dating you in the beginning. And you want to tell me some real shit, and we really don't know each other.
Mm. So if she come out the gate criticizing and telling you, I don't like this, then you do this, and
I mean, no, you know
red
what?
flag.
I take it back. If it's something like knowledgeable, like now if she talking about my fucking height, we could stop talking right there. That wasn't no good explanation. But like we talking about something like they can help me better myself, even if we not moving forward. I might take that. I might take that and listen to it, and we not gonna continue, but I would take her advice and move forward with my life.
Mm.
Yeah, that makes
No?
sense.
What you think, evolutionary? Is that pretty consistent? How you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, me, I mean, you know me. Like, I'm not sensitive to stuff. No, a couple years ago, I would have been ready to fight everybody. But even like, with Jen, she bit my head off the first show, and we never even met. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not sensitive to stuff, but
It's spicy.
it's just it's just
Oh,
like when you say things out of care, it's just received a little better on both sides. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But
yeah.
sometimes with frustration, people just lash out. But yeah, respect is just big, man. Like men, we move on respect.
Right.
That's simple as that. Like 3 men
Yeah.
on here, we will all be very careful what we say to each other because we know one wrong thing can be a problem. One wrong
Absolutely.
thing could be a problem,
Yeah.
But women, you guys got a little more room. You can fuck you, bitch ass nigga, all this shit, because it's the restraint that we have, So I
Mm,
think if it was like a situation where you would get the same results as a man would get, I don't think they'd be flying off the edge like that.
Right.
so it sounds to me
For
like
sure,
women
Jen.
underestimate. She
She
has
the
much.
folks now. She the folks.
Yeah, exactly. I think it sounds like to me that women underestimate how the power of just having that level of respect and not belittling men and not talking to men crazy, and that's super important to you guys. And if a woman is treating you like that, you not going to want to move forward with her. And is that a consensus among all the men? Like,
Yeah.
if a woman don't know how to effectively communicate and know how to make you feel important and know how to show you a level of respect, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna move forward. That's the most important thing to you guys. Is that
Right.
correct?
Right. But it gotta be both ways. I think
Yeah,
Chris
yeah.
said that earlier. You don't wanna do more if your woman giving you that. But if she ain't giving you that, let's be honest. Like a job, you gonna do the bare minimum. You gonna do the bare minimum. If your job ain't showing you no respect, you be like, man, I'm just coming here to get a check. So that's the same thing with in a relationship. You go have that mindset, and you be crazy. It's crazy how people be in relationships so long at that mindset. Now younger, I used to, but now I'm like, hell no, I'm shutting this shit down because we not going nowhere with it. Because I know where it's gonna get us and stuff like that. But absolutely, if the respect there and it's mutual, you gonna want to do more things, and it should be vice versa as well. She's gonna want to do more things it's not even impressing you no more. It's like showing love. It's more love and affection now.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, because it was asked a while back. What y'all think about body count? How does body count affect your decision about whether you want to be with a woman or not? And how would you
I
know the
remember
body?
that touch. Well,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I answered that question
They want to
before.
know. They want to know your answer. They want to know what y'all think about.
The most
About women body count.
Yeah, about a
Uh,
woman's body count. How does that affect your decision to be with a woman? What's the body
it,
count?
Mm.
it all
what's the
it
number?
just okay. We answered that question before, but you want to answer it first, Chris?
I just yeah. For me, it's as low as possible. Like, you know, I don't wanna put myself where a lot of other people have been. As simple as that. And yes, Jen, it's double standards. That's just what it is. Like
Yep.
we get criticized differently. You know, we get it's more positive for men to have higher body counts, and it's not a positive thing for women. It's just it is what it is. You know,
Mm.
so the less the better for me. I don't care if he had 10 guys that you did just one time. It's still 10 guys. You know what I mean? So that's just for me.
So body count for you is important. What about you, Mr. Rucker? Tell me what you think.
Well, it depends on what type of woman we talk about. If she has a kid, why do I care about her body count? Something already, a human being came out of her. So why ask like how many men you've been with at that point? It's like we're all adults. It's enough for you to get pregnant. That's it. But if she has a kind of a out there social butterfly personality, and all of her pictures, she's taking pictures of men, that question becomes kind of very important. But if she's not out there like that, it's like a don't ask, don't tell. I won't, because I wouldn't want that asked to me. If you see a bunch of pictures of me with women, like you're probably going to ask that. Like, hey, I'm not going to ask you that. Don't ask me that. So it's not important unless your personality is very hoish. That's all.
Mhm. So how would you do y'all ask Miss Evolutionary Playboy before JT responds? Do you ask the woman like how do you know how many what her body count is? I guess that's
And
really
and
what.
see, this is where it's tricky for me because I'm only speaking from how I was like 11 years ago, like when I was out looking. You know what I'm saying? Like me now, I just can't see myself asking a woman how many dudes have you been with. You know, so it's kind of like I'm trying to guess how I would react to it. But me now, like Mr. Ruger said, like I'm not gonna be concerned with that. If I want to mess with you and I see something valuable in you, I'm not gonna concern myself with shit like that. But all those years ago, oh yeah, I need to know. So no, for right now, about at my age now, I wouldn't be worried. No.
You wouldn't be worried. But okay, so what if you know? So JT, answer the question first before I ask this. What do you think about the body count?
I mean, honestly, I play like I always say. I definitely I wouldn't want a woman that had a body count like mine. Definitely, because I would think, no disrespect, I think something wrong with her up there, or something happened to her in her lifestyle that
Well, what?
maybe that happened. So, but and I like I say, I look at it like this: like I can't. How can I be hard on somebody? I don't want to sound like I'm contradicting or anything. But one thing is, I don't. Women have a little more respect for themselves, I think, even when they were a little younger too, as well, have more respect than a man would, because we two different beings and stuff like this. So I wouldn't I wouldn't be upset. Like I wouldn't even ask a woman my body count right now in the beginning. Like I said, we built a relationship, and this question was asked before already to one. I will probably play with my girl now and ask her about it. Like, oh, you gotta, you let a bunch of dudes, jokingly, like that. But body count wouldn't that wouldn't be my main objective right there in the beginning. If we
Okay.
on a more mature level at this time
Good.
of my life.
Yeah, I think. What if she know what? So I think it's more important for y'all if she slept with somebody y'all know, right? Like, what
Yes.
if
Most
what
definitely.
if what if she slept with men that you know about?
That's
How do you
disrespect.
feel about it then?
This I'm a I can I go first? I'll give an
Yeah.
example. I always go to this example. Like I don't know how many people watch Power on here, but I'm gonna give this perfect example. Power. Like with Tasha, with Ghost, and in that with the little boy, the he was driving, and then on the lawyer. My problem with that was, and my girl, like, we disagreed about it. My problem with that is it was cool. She could have did what she wanted to do, but you messing with people in his circle. That's my whole thing. Like, don't mess with nobody in my circle that I brought you around, and now you messing with these people. Now you go out there and get your own little people that I don't know about. That's different. But somebody I know and that's in my circle, I have a problem with that.
Well, what if she met them before you met her though? What if she slept with them before y'all start dating?
Oh, that's different though. I mean, that's different. I mean, you gotta either you can respect it or you gotta move on with your life. Cause like if that was a scenario, sometimes that happen. you met a guy and you was cool with him. Like I mess with women. I slept with women that did that before, but it was never to a point where we had a relationship. But eventually I found out, but we wasn't really getting serious anyway. So kind of good, but it would be a rocky situation in that if that happened.
Mm-mm.
What you think, y'all? If it's somebody you know, what you think?
Nah,
Like yeah, no,
I
not
think
would have
about
not
it.
not
to see
One of
on a
your
that.
serious
boys.
level.
No, you was feel like put it like this. Ask this question: if you was feeling that girl, right, and then you find out she slept with one of your close boys, and this is dude you not every day you might not talk to him, but when y'all come around, y'all, it was an uncomfortable type of situation.
Not doing it.
Nah, it will make me feel like I'm picking up the scraps. There's a reason why he got rid of her. And I obviously I would like call him and say, hey, what do you know about so and so? Like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. I would want to get to the good part. So why y'all didn't, become married or anything? Oh, because she's crazy or she did that. I will feel like I'm picking up the scraps. So like, nah, like I don't want.
And
Nah.
and when it come to, man, we talk shit all day.
Yep,
When it come to jokes, he gonna get on your ass every time. That's why I smash. Yeah, I ain't dealing with that. Nah.
that's
You
happened to me in high school before. So that's
that's
exactly
and
what I did.
that's so important to y'all. So but women, we can be with a man who then slept with somebody we know, and that's okay for y'all. But y'all cannot deal with it in the reverse. That's crazy to me.
I said, listen, I didn't agree to that. I've been in a situation where I was not serious with this girl. I was messing with this girl on a sexual relationship, and we ran into the same person that she knew and stuff like that. And I knew because dude told me and all that. But I'm gonna be honest with you. In that situation, I look at it different depending on where we at in our life. I want to know. Of course, I want to know what happened. What was the was it a situation where you just met the guy y'all were dating and all that? Yeah, I mean, I would still have my options open though.
Mm.
I can't do it. I mean, I'm the type where if I'm out and I see somebody wearing a shirt that I have or a jacket, I don't even want to wear the jacket no more.
Yeah, that'd be.
That's just me though. That's just me. I'm OCD, man. I can't help
I understand the
Yeah,
same.
look,
So
I walk. Look, we got the same jacket. I walking further over that way. Let me get away from this dude.
it.
I would
he said you can't even wear the same damn jacket as me. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, so we talked about what y'all want. And I want you ladies and the gentlemen to drop jewels. And I want you to tell me who resonated with you, like who pretty much made those points that made you think. And I want you to drop those jewels in the comments, okay? But you talked about what you want, but talk about the things that you don't like that are red flags for you guys in relationships. Have y'all noticed those red flags have been rolling around the internet and it's all these flags and they'll be like, a woman who likes to shop all day, red flag, right? What are some red flags for you guys that like you really is like it's a deal breaker and I'm not doing that? Have you thought about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily influenced by friends or family. That's gonna be a problem because you're not dating one on one. It's you, her, and her friends or her family. So if she allows influence in, it's gonna be a big problem sooner than later.
Mm,
Uh,
mm.
Another red flag is just being irresponsible. Like it might be cute. Oh, I forgot to pay my phone bill. That's a red flag. That's something you use every day. So if you forget that, you're gonna forget to pay the mortgage. You're gonna forget to fill up your tank, run out of gas, using up the AAA. So yeah, those are the two big ones for me.
What about you, JC? What's a red flag for you, or what's some red flags that you've
He
experienced?
he said too. I would have used most definitely like in the beginning. Like you talking about in the beginning when I meet a woman. Yeah, don't be asking me for no money. We already know that's automatic turn off. Like I gotta offer it. I gotta want to offer it in the beginning and stuff like that. Same way if I ask you for some money, the woman probably hang the phone up on you. But most definitely with that, like that, those two things that he mainly said. in the beginning, and what else? Like I dated women that had kids before. I'm gonna tell you right now, another big red flag if with a woman that had kids before, if they got issues still going on with that baby daddy and stuff that's not in check, I got to get out of that because I don't want to put myself in situations like I did before. I wouldn't want to deal with stuff like that because I know how that's gonna turn out and stuff like that. So
I feel like when you have children, you have to be intentional about making sure that relationship is severed before you enter into a new relationship. And
absolutely.
that's a super red flag for men because they like don't want no drama, right? Y'all are like anti-drama.
No, but you're a male though, and you normally alpha males, and then you don't want another male. And I had to realize that I had to learn that with one of my kids. Like, I still was running that house because
We hear you still.
What happened?
I don't know, Mr. Rucker. Oh, his phone. Mr. Rucker, what's the red flags for you? Because you dropped off. I wanted to hear what you thought was some red flags.
Red flags. She doesn't have a job. Red flag again. She's really, really, really has no manners. I can't take her anywhere without her being loud and disrespectful because I got to answer to that. Red flag. She just hates the word prenup, like a certain person in the chat. There's nothing wrong with prenup. It's being financially literate. That's all. So, and if she has some issues with her mom and dad, if I see her parents and they're already arguing with her, it's like, I don't think, if she's willing to argue with them, I don't think I want to deal with that. So, just those 4 things.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to even broadcast that. Oh, that's I love your list because Kenneth, you thought about your list. Like it's important. Like at least you have a list. And let me ask you this because everybody want to know, Mr. Rucker. When the last time you've been in a relationship? Like, have you been in a relationship? Because your list is so extensive and so specific. People want to know, like, have you been in a relationship before?
Yeah, I'm in a relationship right now. Matter of fact, we about to do mediation next month. Mediation basically is, think of it as like premarital counseling. So basically, we're going to talk about what's going to be in that prenup, and we're going to talk about the good and the bad. So if she's willing to sign it, then yeah. If she's not, then I'll be single again. So I don't have a problem getting women. It's just the fact that when it comes down to prenup, some of them get scared or some of them say yes until they actually see that long contract, and then they change their mind or they talk to their sister or mother about it, then it's an issue. So I usually have an issue when it comes down to them not liking my lifestyle and what I spend money on, or they just change their mind on the prenup. So
So tell me about this. Tell me about this prenup because I feel like everybody needs to understand Mr. Rucker is a prenup advocate. Okay,
Yep.
he is like all for the prenup, and I'm not totally against it, but I would love to hear why the ladies are not. If you're not open to a prenup and why you're not open to it, but Mr. Rucker, explain why you are such an advocate for signing prenup.
Well, number one, I work really hard for my shit, like really hard. And I see a lot of men fall in love, no matter if it's they're young, old, white, black. Every time they do everything by the book, be that good guy, this woman will change her mind and just say, you know what? I'm out. Not because he cheated, not because something big happens, because she's just unhappy. And a man doesn't have answers for him. Like a man can lose his mind thinking, what can I do to save this marriage? What can I do? What can I do? It doesn't matter. If a woman says no, that's it. No means no. And she's going to take half. She may not even want to take half, but if she speaks to a lawyer, all of a sudden she's taking half. And the kids, if there's kids. Anything that's an asset, she wants to take it. So for the men out there, I don't want them to lose any kind of time. And money equals time. Time equals money. Why don't you just put it in writing that she will love you for who you are? And if she changes her mind, she won't get anything from you. Anything. So if she's saying like, oh, I love you for who you are, I don't want your money. Cool. Can you put that in writing? Because you can't put that in writing. That's all cap. That's all that is. I'm willing to spend a few $100, maybe a couple thousand, to get that prenup, and it's worth it. And that's all you got to do is just sign it. If you don't sign it, you let me know what you liking me for, and it's for money. You want a way out. But during the marriage, anything that's mine is yours. So I'm willing to share if you sign it. If you don't sign it, we got issues. You're about to be homeless by yourself, whatever kind of money you have in your account. So it's all about saving time.
So fellas, do y'all feel like if a woman, like, would y'all ever ask a woman to sign a prenup? Evolutionary Playboy, how do you feel about that?
Well, mine's not. I mean, she's already shown. We got 11 years in it, so she's already shown who she is. So, you know, when I was only making like 46,000 a year, she was right here. So, nah, she don't got to sign one. But if this wasn't to work, oh, I'm not even getting in a relationship no more.
If your 11 year, you said it's done, no more relationships. JT, how do you feel about the prenup? Do you think that's a good idea? What would you prefer that?
Hard question. I don't know. If I had money like that to be worried about being taken from me, it depends on, like, if you was there in the beginning with me, I won't worry about no prenup because 9 times 10 you probably helped me get to that point in my life anyway as well. You were supportive as well. But if let's say I was in a situation and I met somebody, I probably would do a prenup. It's just depending on the if we got to that point, though, we had to get to that point to even be talking about some damn prenup or something like that, you know, or some kind of contract to let you know what it is gonna be in the beginning and stuff like that. So it just depends on the situation. But definitely, I'm okay with a prenup. If I had millions and millions of dollars that I was worried about you just trying to get in, because you really like the taller guys, but you're dealing with the short guys or something like that. I'm just saying that joking. You're dealing with them short, because they got money. You definitely, you know, some women don't come in there with good intentions. They just trying to suck you dry as well or get what they could get out of you. So I would, I'm open to a prenup. Just depend on the situation.
Do you think that if a prenup was like signed in the beginning, that more people would want to be married and more marriages will happen? What do y'all think about that? As far as,
you know,
I think marriages would be much more successful.
Yes,
because
I agree.
You know, a lot of those women that may have come in there with nothing, what do you think they're gonna have outside of the marriage? If they don't have any job experience, anybody else to help them, they're gonna be messed up. So I think if a prenup was there in the beginning, it'll really show how true people are towards each other. You know what I mean? And you'll know that it's just us, and it takes me and you to make this shit work. But a lot of times, if like JT said, if you have like a hidden agenda, you might just be in there for a couple of years and then like, you know what? Let me just take half this shit and be out.
Right.
Mr. Walker, this is a good question. If they don't have money, like, I guess what we mean by money is over, you know, maybe 300,000, maybe, because I feel like even 100 and 150, I don't know if you need to really have a prenup. But what do you think? Should you have a prenup? Doesn't matter how much income you have. What do you think about that?
It should be mandatory. No matter how much you make, it should be mandatory. Like, you may not make money now, but if you sign a deal or something else happens, it could even be the lottery or casino, you want to protect that no matter what happens. So I just believe that no matter what happens, I have to protect my assets. And I really don't need her money. I don't want to rely on anyone else's money but my own. I just don't want her to take it because she changed her mind. That's the bad thing about with these women in these relationships. They tend to change their mind for anything. It doesn't have to be cheating. It could just be like, hey, I'm bored. I'm not happy. Okay, you want to just leave? That's going to break my heart. It's going to bruise my ego. But you ain't going to just put the nail in the coffin with taking half. Like half. Like you didn't even do half. Now, I know everyone's saying like, oh, you the prenup guy. It doesn't apply for women who are like high school sweethearts, college sweethearts. But when that man crosses the stage and he gets that degree and he signs a deal to that company, I don't care if he starts off at 40 grand, now he's making 6 figures. His price went up. You're going to have to sign that prenup. That's all. It's all about just saving time. Only with those two exceptions. You got to be a high school sweetheart or you can be a college sweetheart. And I'm talking about college like freshman year, not the senior year. I'm like, oh, he's about to graduate. No. See, you still need to sign a prenup.
Dang.
I'm
Mute.
sorry, I'm mute, y'all. You guys have like dropped some true gems on us. Like, I know that women, they probably was wondering, like, Tawana, why was you quiet? Why you didn't challenge them? Because see, that's not the point of this conversation. I really wanted them to be like open and honest and tell me exactly what they think, because next week I want the women to do the same thing. And I really want the men to come back after that to just for us to come together and y'all hear what the women got to say next week. And I really want the women to just be honest. Tell us exactly what you want from a man. What do y'all really want from men? What do y'all really, really, truly, truly want? And I want the men to be listening and be like, that's BS. That's BS. I really want to hear y'all feedback. But I do appreciate what y'all had to say, the conversation today. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. So JT, people, you know what, JT, you thought people wasn't going to resonate with you, but people was like feeling what you had to say, JT. So you got a lot of diamonds today, JT. And then
I know when I said that, like, like I learned a long time ago, you ain't gonna please everybody in this world, and they gonna always have somebody that go just dislike you just cause how you look or whatever, how you talk and stuff like that. But I've seen a comment in the chat, and somebody said I disagree with him. I don't know if he was talking to me or Mr. Ruckers at the time because Chris wasn't on there. But my thing about it, I always feel like I want to keep it 100 off of my views and my opinions, and that's not everybody's lifestyle. Cause I think we all on here has totally different lifestyles growing up, different views on women and this and that, or like even a guy earlier, I respected him, but we had different views on it. But we're not gonna sit here and argue and fuss or fight long as there's no disrespect coming across it. So, but I saw that little comment and I say, like, you know what? I'm not here to sit here and please everybody because everybody might disagree with me. I might not get a gym. I might get another whatever one something bad or something, So it is what it is.
I am the queen of people disagreeing with me. Me and Mr. Rucker used to go at it, baby. That's how we became cool. I have, you know how it is on Mr. CYP, JT. And I go in on y'all all the time, okay? Because, men and y'all are cray-cray. That's what I say. But I can't wait to hear what the women got to say next week. And if you want to be on the panel, I can't wait for you guys to join. I got a good lineup of women that I'm, gonna bring on. But and you know what, my girl, she was in the comments for the streets. I forgot her name on here, but you know who I'm talking about because she made a lot of comments. Travel with Streets. She made a lot of comments about you.
Oh, she gonna be on next Sunday?
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure she on here because I got to hear what she gotta say.
Let me ask you this: is the men gonna be on the panel, or we just go?
So after the next week, I'm gonna have another panel, and then I'm gonna bring both. I'm gonna bring y'all the men back, and I'm gonna bring the women back. But next week will just be the women. So just like it was just y'all this week, it's just gonna be them, and they gonna tell us exactly what men like, and it's gonna be, it's gonna be interesting, y'all. So come back. Thank you guys so much. T.O., even you. T.O.'s phone died. That's why he didn't come back. But T.O. was dropping some knowledge before he left. So, hopefully T.O. can come back to the third show. Mr. Rucker, Evolutionary Playboy, JT, thank you guys for just supporting me, for having my back. Everybody in the comments, all the likes, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for supporting me. And I will be doing this every week. Every other week, I'll make sure I post something at least every day. So you guys will have content. But thank you guys so much. See you later. All righty, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
See you.
Thank you, guys.
Get a prenup.